Sip of the tea. A lot of people have asked me because I don't know, I guess I don't talk about it enough. What my past upbringing was, why I'm like this, why I am how I am. Literally, I had a viewer the other day say, I just want to hear more about your story, Jenna, just about you. What is it about you? And so yesterday, I had an entire day full of warfare, psychic warfare, and it was a battle. It was brutal. And I realized something about myself. I realized that I was giving my power away to jealous women who should honestly just stay jealous. I'm looking around my life and I'm like, wow, God has really blessed me. Wow. My life truly is a blessing. I'm blessed. I'm gifted. I'm not cursed. I'm blessed. I'm chosen by God to be blessed. I have amazing abundance. Everywhere I go, I land on my feet. Everywhere I go, the universe conspires in my favor because God loves me. Because God loves me. And because I love God. And I do a lot of work for the collective in helping other people remember God, remember their roots, right? So I get blessed all the time. And so people want to know, and it's the craziest thing. I think that a lot of women that they come to me for readings and stuff. I have a lot of divine feminines, a lot of psychics and high priestesses that come to me. And I've been a professional YouTuber. I've been literally a live stream reader for about 5 years. And I've made a career in helping people spiritually for the last, about 5 years, I think. 4 or 5 years. And people ask me, like, what happened to you? You were one of the greats, Jenna. You were a legend. Legends never die, baby. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. I recently manifested my twin flame back into my life, and this was the greatest thing I've ever done in my entire life. Because my twin flame died in 2019. He died in prison. He took his life. And I was told by the spirit world in all those years of mourning, grieving the loss of the love of my life, I was told by God, if you keep it up and you keep going forward, he will come back. And I was like, okay. Wishful thinking. I don't know. That seems a little far-fetched, bud. But yet I was a psychic medium who definitely believed in the other side. I definitely believed that life doesn't ever end. And so what would happen is in like my times of depression and sadness, I would have the craziest miracles happen. God would come through and show me some sort of sign or synchronicity from my magician, which my twin flame, my favorite card in tarot is the Magician. So I always called him the Magician because it was just, I loved that. I loved that he taught me magic. My twin flame taught me astrology, esotericism. He taught me the dark arts, basically. So I always called him M. I would channel letters from him. And at my darkest, lowest points, I would just take out a piece of paper and I would pretend that he was talking to me through my pen and paper. And at the end of all of I maybe did like a dozen of these letters over the years, a dozen. It's not like I didn't get obsessive with it. I just wanted to comfort myself. So I would write on this piece of paper a very beautiful love letter from M, right? He would always sign it M at the end for Magician. But my twin flame's name was Mike. So I would just write M, and I'm like, oh, Magician, that's sweet. Well, about a month ago, a man shows up on my channel with the beautiful name of Marcos. And it didn't even really dawn on me anything about him that was anything special, really. Because a lot of people talk to me online. Like, a lot of people are sweet online. But there's something different about him. And I think it was that he had his full name just broadcasting on a stream like mine, with a lot of psychic warfare, a lot of people that hate our guts for this group being very magical and very delicious. And I thought, wait a minute, why is this dude coming in with his full name like that? Like, bro, you better chill. Okay, there's only room for one magician here. Okay, so he started flirting with me, and like, he would talk to my friends and try to get in my ear. He was like, "Can you please let her know? I'm looking for her. I need to talk to her. Let her know." Because I was ignoring him. I didn't think much of it. Well, I eventually I got word from my best friend. She's like, "Can you please give this man a chance? He is contacting me. He wants you." Okay. And I'm like, "Yeah, of course he does, babe." So I get a phone, or I give him my phone number, and I get a phone call from him. And within the first few minutes that we're even on the phone, he's already calling me his twin flame. He's like, I said, "Whoa, so you like twin flames, or you understand twin flames?" And he's like, "Yeah, were we even maybe a different species in a past life? Like, did we had past lives together, but were we maybe a different species too?" And I'm just like, boy, what is this? Who are you? Why are you calling me? What are you doing? He was just so forward, and he was so loving. I couldn't believe it. First few minutes, we were already talking about how we're twin flames. And then I was like, okay. This is interesting, sure. But I just shrugged it off. Even still, I was just like, okay, whatever. And then we started video calling. And because of the app that we use, it will tell me, it'll just show like a blank screen and the letter M. And it was like, holy shit balls. Is he really the one? Because I feel like Spirit is telling me, like, this man is my magician. And he even says it. He's like, no, I am. I know what I'm doing. And he is the best. Like, oh my God. The other day, I looked down and there was this one dandelion right there in the grass. And I thought, that's so weird. There's only one dandelion. That's strange. And I thought that to myself one time. I thought that. And while we were on the phone later, he goes, "So did you see the dandelion I sent you?" I heard a bird chirping when we had just got done praying. He and I prayed, and then I heard a bird chirping, and I said, "Oh my God, that's so beautiful. Like, that was you. I know it." And he goes, "Yeah, but did you see the dandelion that he brought?" And I said, "What the actual fuck is going on here?" I did see the dandelion. What are you doing? What are you doing to me? And once I started to have this doubt, that's when I started getting these psychic attacks by jealous women, primarily my mother. And not only just my mother, but other people's mothers that I know in my personal life. I know jealous mothers. Okay, I can spot them very easily. They have a tell. It's a stench is really what it is. And I would like to talk to you today about jealous females and how they will ruin a girl's confidence at age 2. They are so jealous of the attention you get from men, primarily your father, at a very young age. At a very young age, if you are spoiled rotten by your dad, there will be women fucking envious of that. I was given up for adoption at 2 years old, and then I was adopted by a military drill instructor who abused me every single day for my entire childhood, basically. And my mother was so okay with allowing me to be abused and targeted by someone that was not my dad, because my real dad wanted me. My real dad fought for me and still did. When I was 18 years old, I went to go live with my dad, my real dad, that I didn't know. He was married, he had 2 kids, and I traveled clear across the country in my car to go live with him. because I was about to be homeless. My mom kicked me out of the house the day after high school graduation. She had written on the calendar 100 days about before my graduation, just warning me. Oh, 99 days till Jenna's gone. 98 days till Jenna's gone. And she made me out to be this villain, this horrible monster of a girl, this demon child, this hellraiser. And I look back at it now that I'm falling in love with Marcos. I look back at it now and I'm like, wait a minute. I actually was not a horrible person. There wasn't anything wrong with me. I was an actress and a singer. I was in band. I was in baton. I was like this. I was always on stage. I was like this America's sweetheart. I was literally loved so much at my school that my own principal took me in and let me live with her. That should tell you something. It really should tell you something. And I know a thing or two about jealous mothers. I know a thing or two about jealous females in general. And now, as I'm looking at my life, I'm thinking, wow, it's beautiful. I get to help heal beautiful, gorgeous women who put hard-earned money in my bank account so that I can encourage them to be the light that they are. I'd be jealous of that too. I'm living my perfect career. I'd be jealous of the fact that I'm with my twin flame, back from the dead. I'd be jealous of that too. I'd be jealous of the fact that I can have a close personal relationship with God. I probably would be jealous as well. So as I look at it, I'm like, you know what? I never understood jealousy until now. Because I was like, why are you so jealous? I'm literally homeless, single, being broken up with every 2 days and publicly going through all these humiliating breakups. And I thought, why would anybody be jealous of me? Girl, they were jealous at rock bottom and I hadn't even flexed yet. Jeez Louise, can you believe that? So anyway, I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to be with Marcos. I'm going to be happy. Well, see, there are other plans. Other people have plans too. And lately, there's been this challenge in me getting to my man. And it's not money. It's not physical location. It's not any of that. The strategic movement from me to him, that's all settled. That's all planned. It's emotional. It's energetic. It's a deep-rooted fear that I have. This overwhelming fear that once I'm happy, that's when the war starts. And so yesterday, I was on my live stream having the time of my life, talking to some really amazing people, giving fucking epic messages, if I do say so myself. And I got pummeled. I got a really, really, really nasty energy circling me. And I had to battle that. I had to see that a whole bunch of women don't like me. And I'm like, okay, but don't I still get to be happy? Can I be happy? I just want happiness. I just want happiness. I just want happiness. And I realized, oh my God, Jenna, you're thinking thoughts from the state of, I don't have happiness. And as a manifestation coach, I understand that your state of being is what manifests. What you're aware of being. And I was aware of being targeted. I was aware of being hurt. So I wasn't in this empowered energy. I was not. I was very much in this like, woe is me. Oh my God, I'm so scared of everything and everyone. She's always going to hurt me. And this is just how it's going to be. I have not seen my mother since 2021. And I will never see her again. Ever. I don't care what happens to her. I don't fucking care. I don't know her. She's just a stranger. She's dead to me as much as anybody else. I don't know her. Never will care, never, ever, 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 ever. I don't care. So when it was overwhelming and I was like, see, she always wins, Marcos. This is how it is. She just wins, right? I realized something. The women that come to me are so powerful because they have jealous mothers. You have been thrown in the lion's den. From the day you were born, you were that different. You were that operant power of your reality, and you didn't know it. And so you kept manifesting that they would show up like this. Destructive, rude, gossiping, stopping your growth, stopping your movement. You know, you were feeling like you were being handled by your own mother. Like, I was an actress and a singer growing up. And the only one that didn't like what I was doing and producing was my mother. Everyone else would give me kudos. Flowers. Oh, you looked great. You did a great job. I'd get in the car on the way home and my mom would be like, you were fidgeting. You didn't hit that high note. You looked fat in that outfit. All this shit. And I didn't realize this was literally stopping me from being in love. Jealous women that cannot stand that a man chooses you. To the point of, I'll leave everything and everyone behind for you. Period. I'll leave. If they can't want me happy, bye. To have a man that is so ready to choose love, a new life, family, our family, a new house, new soul family, all of it. Like, to have a man that is that willing, it triggers my mother. Because no man has ever been willing to fight for her, ever. Who would? That's a hideous energy. And I realized something. My father, when he gave me up for adoption, he wasn't giving me up. He was giving her up. Ooh, no, that's the truth, though. That's the fucking truth, though. And that is the truth that most people do not want to hear. Most women don't want to hear. I didn't leave an innocent child. I left your psychotic witchy ass. So I went to battle yesterday and I realized I woke up ruthless this morning. I woke up a victor this morning. This calm, cool, collected, victorious energy that I have, it's going to start scaring people. And I'm okay with that. The reason my mom stalks me and monitors me online is because she's trying her best to make sure I don't spill any dirty secrets of our family. But honey, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be sharing them. I'm going to write a book one day. What content am I going to place in my book? Probably what you did to me. So you should be scared. And you should be jealous. And I get it now. Here we are, divine feminines, running from all of these jealous women like, why are you jealous? Why? Honey, why shouldn't they be? Why shouldn't they be? You win at life. You won the battle already. You already know who you are as the divine feminine. You already win. I haven't even brushed my hair this morning, and look how I'm slaying it. Look at this. Look how I'm slaying this hairstyle. And I haven't even brushed my hair. It's like literally just, come on. I win at life, right? You win at life, divine feminine. And these jealous women, they have no choice but to expose themselves. And you're going to be seeing how nasty they come at you. It's like, bro, you seem mad. You seem salty. Do you want some pepper with that salt? And what if this is how we finally win? What if? Most people don't want to be like this. They don't want to be this ruthless. They don't want to say stuff like this because it's too powerful. I'm not most people. I'm not any people. I'm me. And I think I'm going to win because I fucking say so. And so, yeah, my mother has she has every single right to be jealous and scared because I will be outing family secrets. Want some tea? It's lukewarm, but it's about to get really, really cold. So I think what I've been noticing is when you come up against me and my family, my future family that I'm about to have, I think that is when this whole like mama bear comes out in me, and it's like, I'm not even a mother. I don't even have kids. I don't even have kids. And I'm instinctually wanting to protect them. Like, my mother will never see my children ever. Ever, 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 literally ever, never. And nobody in my family will. I've not seen anyone in my family since 2021. Not an extended family member, not anybody. I've recently had a beautiful family friend reach out, though, and say that, yeah, it's bad over there. I'm not doing that. So people have been watching me. People have been monitoring me. People have been spying from the past, from my family, hoping that I shut the fuck up about some serious trauma and abuse that has taken place in my life. And I don't care to rehash that. I don't care to go into it. I don't want to manifest more of the pain and suffering. But I do feel very strongly like announcing to the world that jealous females, your time is up. You look hideous. And what you're about to be showing everyone in the world is how salty you really are. That you can't get what the divine feminines get because you haven't done what the divine feminines do. Divine feminines have worked their ass off in healing people, picking up their cross and following Christ. They have been doing the healing work. They've been doing the shadow work. They have been going to therapy. They've been getting rid of addictions and habits and bad people. And they have been kicked to rock fucking bottom. They have been left homeless, left on a park bench. I had one lady tell me she didn't even have enough money to buy a new toothbrush. I had one woman, while I was living in my car on my stream, come to me and say, if it weren't for me on that live stream, she would have taken her life because that was her first night in a Walmart parking lot living in her car. I have met homeless people eating out of dumpsters. Yeah? They deserve way fucking better than that. There will never be another day that I let a jealous witch bitch get away with hurting me or any of the blessings I have coming forward at all. And so anyone who wants to challenge, you certainly can. Go ahead and write your little comments. People will be deleting it lickety split. I'm fine with that. In fact, I give Marcos free reign. He could boot whoever the fuck he damn well pleases off my chat. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. And the same with the union that is happening. We are in a divine union now. And to hear him say constantly, I want you and only you. And I don't care what I have to leave behind. I don't give a shit. I'm ready. I'm ready. Because the same thing, his family killed him too. This man was in a coma for 3 months, dead as a doornail. And you know what? I think it takes getting on a feeding tube to realize, whoa, people legit hate me. You know what it took me? Homeless, 10 cents to my name, living in a car in the middle of Arizona, in the desert with no air conditioning, in the summer, in a fucking sardine can. And did my jealous mother ever offer me to have a place to live? Nah, of course not. No. So there is this time in every woman's life where you have to look around and say, am I going to allow you in my family? Am I going to let you see my children? Am I going to let you see my husband? Am I going to let you be around a beautiful king? Fuck no. You don't deserve a beautiful king. You deserve what you fought long and hard for, which is distortion and devil energies. That's what the fuck you deserve. And that's what the fuck you're going to get. It's not about you anymore. It is now the Jenna show. And it is not the Jenna plus my karmic toxic mother show. So this is a word to the wise. And I don't know how many of you are wise. I don't care. You will never touch me again. You will never gossip about me again and get away with that. There will be a boomerang effect. There will be karma that happens. And most people, ironically, while I'm the calmest I've ever been, I'm just sitting here drinking some tea, enjoying this conversation. The calmest I've ever been. And some people would say, calm your shit down, Jenna. Calm down. Calm down. I think the real problem is, and if we look at it, the real problem is that we've been calm too long. And I've actually never been calmer. So, no thanks. We've been calm way too long. People should know that we're onto them. People should know that we know they're jealous mothers, jealous girlfriends, jealous bosses, jealous friends, whatever. Women should know that we're onto them. Make it an even playing field. So far, we've been with our head in the sand, like, la, 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 la. No, nobody's jealous of me. Why would they be? Why would they be? Look at me. I'm homeless. Why would you be jealous of me? I get broken up with every other week. Why would you be jealous of me? I've been going balls to the wall with a bottle in my hand, drinking vodka like a fish. So why would you listen to me? I'm just an alcoholic. I'm just a stoner pothead. Why would you listen to me? Well, I haven't had a drink nor a smoke in at least maybe a month. And I'm pretty clear-minded right now. I'm pretty fucking level-headed. And so once you put the bottle down and you start seeing clearly, you look at your life and you're like, what am I afraid of exactly? A jealous woman or a collective of jealous women? A whole bunch of jealous women? It's because they're paying attention, bae. They're your biggest fans. Truly. And I mean that. They're your biggest fans. Treat them as such. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I love it. I love the free energy because all that gossip, it's sent to me and it starts to become this power source that you can transmute. You can take all of that energy. Guys, this is alchemy. This is true alchemy. This is what being a magician is. You take the dark energy that they send you. Dude, they sit there and stare at your ass for hours a week. 5 to 6 women giving you 2 hours each. That's like 10 hours a week. That's pure energy. Thank you. I'll take it. That's mine. That's mine. Thank you. Oh, no, not the backhanded not the backhanded comments. Not the projections. Not the vile labels. Those aren't mine. The energy that you sent me is mine. You know what I mean? You had my name in your mouth. That means you summoned me, which means that whatever you guys talked about, it's owed to me, so I'm going to extract it. This is literally what alchemy is. This is being a true magician. Taking the dark energy and transmuting it into light. And you can do this, honey. You can gobble that shit up for the rest of your life if you want to. And become so overpowered that people can't even touch you. You become invincible, unfuckwittable. Let all that gossip, all that hate, honey, it's not going to stop. So you might as well learn how the fuck to control it. You might as well learn how to gobble that up for breakfast, honey. You take every single thing that they're saying, you dismiss it, because that shit ain't true. No, I'm not the devil. No, I'm not a harlot. No, I'm not a whore. No, I'm not a, no, go somewhere with that. I'm not a Jezebel spirit. I'm none of that. Okay? And then you take the energy. Thank you. That is mine. You should be jealous. You should have talked about me. Right. It's free advertising. Thank you. In fact, I've had a client come to me recently, and that client has been a defector from my family. It was not expected at all. I got a message from this person. And I'm not ever going to say their name. Obviously, I'm going to keep them safe. But they came forward and they were like, yeah, no, I get it. And I need help too. So my family is very wicked. wicked witches that don't even know they're witches, very wicked, and evil, corrupt people, and morally bankrupt. I'm talking spiritually bankrupt. And there will never be another instance where I will put myself in harm's way, ever. I have had multiple dreams with my mom. She is the only person that ever physically hurts me in dreams. No one else can get close enough. Everyone else, the war is like more distant, but my mom, she will come up at me and like claw at my face, scratch me, kick me, spit on me, stuff like that. Like she is seriously, she hates me that much. And I've been trying my whole life to get rid of her, get her out of my life. Leave me alone, leave me alone. And especially as an adult, I have been cutting cords, doing return to sender, get away from me. This has been a long time in the making, a long time that I am finally getting her out of my energy. And the only reason that's happening is because my divine masculine is waking up. And my divine masculine is a very, very powerful shaman, and he is handling business. And I love that. I love that about him. What's not to love? So I think what it is my mom, she was so jealous that my dad absolutely wanted me. He just didn't want her. And you know what it was? It was last year when I was dating my ex. I saw how hard he fought for his kid. And my roommate that was here, I saw how hard he fought for his daughter. And it's like watching these men fight for their kids, but being targeted by a dark witch while he does it. Like, what the fuck? It healed me. It healed that daughter wound. It healed that daddy-daughter wound where I was given up for adoption. He signed over papers. He signed over rights. And I was told by my mom my whole life, your dad wants nothing to do with you. You ruined everything. You're the ruiner. You're the devil's spawn. Like, you're the problem. And I'm looking back like, bro, you've got some fucking derangement issues, honey. You need to get your ass in therapy, mom. That's what you need. I'm never calling you mom again. That's not a name you deserve. You don't even deserve mother. You don't deserve a name. I'm not going to be saying your name because you don't deserve it. And you do not deserve it in my book either. You do not deserve anything from me or Marcos or our future. You will never see my children. You will never lay a hair on my head. You will never touch me again. That is a fact. That is a fucking fact. And so jealous women is very much a thing, especially in the psychic community, because a lot of the psychics, you're this psychic because of the trauma. You guys have been forced into a spiritual awakening because of how bad it was. The worst thing we can do as women is sit here and be like, I don't know why they're jealous though. I don't get it. I mean, I love her so much. Like, why is she jealous? Honey, that is not how the fuck that works. Okay? I thought you guys made amends. Nope. Nope. So, though you have every right to be jealous, jealousy itself is disgusting. And I don't entertain anybody who has that energy. Because why? Why? Why be jealous? It's like a daisy is beautiful and a sunflower is beautiful. They're both flowers. They're both beautiful and they both shine in their own way. Why be jealous? So I don't do that anymore. I don't handle jealous friends. I break up with jealous friends. Same with my mother. Same with any woman. There will never be a jealous person in my life. That is how, that's how you get killed, basically, babe. Yeah, I hate to say it, but we're in a spiritual war. Like, let's be strategic about this. Let's not keep jealous people in your camp, okay? So I've done a full, complete sweep. And you guys have watched. I've vlogged this on this channel. I've vlogged on my other channels. I have been on the spiritual journey for 14 years, and I have been very public about what happened to me 14 years ago. And it's not just YouTube that I've been helping. I've been helping the spiritual community in its entirety in a lot of different ways. And so going forward, I will be getting a lot more notoriety soon. I'll be getting a lot more known There isn't a third party in your desired reality. Exactly. There isn't a jealous mother in my desired reality. So we can't fuel it. We can't feed that reality by giving power to it anymore. This is how you really claim your power. This is how you reclaim it. You say, yeah, you're jealous? Maybe you are. Damn. Maybe I really did have something going for me and my own mother was jealous. Maybe even at rock bottom when I had nothing and no one. Maybe she was still jealous of even my struggle. Even my hardships. So she has every right to be scared. She should be. No, she should be. If she's paying attention, which she is, she should be scared. I'm about to write a book. I'll take all that back now, please. Thank you. Hey, look at this guy here. He said, you should talk about me. Pick me, talk about me. No, how about you go get your own fucking platform? And how about you talk about you? This is Jenna the Magical, not Sandket the Magical. Do you see what I'm saying? Go get your own little thing and go do your own little thing. Go talk about your damn self. I don't need to talk about you. I don't need to talk about anybody jealous. I need to just go win. I need to just go have amazing sex with my soulmate. I need to go hug trees, get sunlight, drink clean water, talk to amazing friends, have clients that get their manifestations handed to them on a silver platter. I just need to go summon birds and talk to little bunnies, smoke some good ganja, have an amazing life, knock out a couple kids. That's all I need to do. That's all I need to do. I don't need to sit here entertaining any jealous witch bitch from the past. Abso-fucking-lutely not. So this is that last hurrah. This is that last send-off, Mom. This is that last goodbye to all karmic, distorted feminine energies that cannot get it through their thick skull that a woman like me does deserve love and is pursued and is chased and is loved and is completely spoiled by God, the divine, the universe, and now a gorgeous, sexy king. Who knows he's a king? Who knows he's a boss daddy? Yeah? I believe this. I was able to work, go to college, and take care of my kids as a single mom. My mom gave up. She would fail once and then stop. That's it. Period. Because she's not the divine feminine. I agree. I don't even let them steal my energy anymore. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I feel like yesterday I went through this huge battle. All it was this last hurrah. I saw this is what used to happen, Jenna. Your mom would convince people that you were the devil so that no man would touch you, no man would like you, no man would approach you, men would run away from you, scared, terrified, and it's not even your energy. And then I listened to a reading today that talked about Ursula and how the Little Mermaid had her voice stolen. As a singer and an actress, when I was a kid, that's exactly what happened. My mom stole my voice. I remember when I was a little kid, everyone said, "Oh my God, you guys sound so alike. I don't even know the difference between you and your mom." That's what people would say. And then they said, "Oh my God, she looks so much like you. I can't even tell the difference." That's a destiny swap if I've ever seen it. So Marcos is waking me up to the truth. His love for me. His love for me is all-encompassing. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I can't even believe how this man keeps up with me. Like, I used to think I was bipolar for real, because my grandma was. And they said it skipped a generation. I thought I was just bipolar. And I'd go through these like really, really sad days and then wake up the next day and be like, let's go though. And like people are like, what the fuck? But I think I understand what it is now. I've just been spiritually attuned. I've been able to see that my mom My mom was that energy. And once I overcome it, once I get her out of my energy, once I do return to sender, I go back to normal. I go back to me, the beast, the goat, the greatest of all time, though. I go back to me. And it looks like bipolar, but it's really just an energetic attachment to a deranged karmic feminine. And so I'm now able to cut cords, forever, girl, and really protect my family. Because my family, I'm about to manifest my true divine soul family. And I'm telling you, I'm not going to let anybody have access to that at all. No one will have access to my family except love. That's just how it is. And I'm more of a mother than my own mother. And I don't even have kids. And that's what it is, isn't it? That's the divine feminine saying, whoa. Do you know how much power there is in validating this, ladies? You're not your address. You're not your bank account. You're not the holes and the tears in your clothes. You're not who you are at rock bottom. You are not what this world told you you were. You are not what your mother told you you were. Baby, there's a reason she's jealous. You haven't even flexed yet, bitch. You haven't even flexed yet. Girl, most of you are still just now getting out of something like that. Like maybe you're getting your first apartment, or you're getting a job, you're getting it back, you're getting your voice back, you're starting your channel, or you're doing something, I don't know, but you're taking your power back. And you haven't even fucking flexed yet. You haven't even been consistently successful yet, and she's still jealous. Like, that is, guys, all you have to do is acknowledge that it's happening. I think this was our fault. This was our problem. Not our fault. It was our issue. The issue that we had, the fault that we had, was allowing our mothers to be so close to us to a fault that we didn't want to admit they were jealous. Girl, that's like looking your enemy in the eye and not acknowledging their strongest weapon in their arsenal. That's like going to the battlefield and not knowing that they have fucking dragons behind them. Like that's stupid. And I'll tell you, because society didn't want us women at rock bottom to think that we were bad bitches. It didn't want us to think that. It wanted us to think, oh, there she is. See, told you. Can't hold a job. Can't find a man. Can't keep money to herself. Like, can't do anything. That's that. And then they wanted you to believe that, to think that someone could be jealous of that was like weird. Like the weirdest thing for me is I used to think people would be like, bitch, ain't nobody jealous of you. The fuck would we be jealous of you about? That used to be my thing. Like, I actually thought they'd be like, nobody's jealous of you. The fuck? Your life looks like shit. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Your life is garbage. So I would just be like, yeah, okay, see, nobody's jealous. And then that means that all of that energy that was jealousy, and I was picking up on it psychically, I didn't validate myself. I felt it. I sensed it. I saw it. I saw it with my own physical eyes, but yet I didn't validate it. Do you know what that does to a soul? Do you know how that crushes a soul when you don't confirm your own intuition about your own mother? My mom failed at business. She failed every relationship. She had to force men to love her. She had to give ultimatums to men to make them stay. And I don't have to do that. In fact, I do quite the opposite. I give men freedom. I'm like, bro, if you want to go, go. I'm the opposite of jealous. If there's the door, you think you see a better woman, honey, let me take myself off the menu. You have at it, sweet cheeks. I am not the type to force a man to stay with me. I will easily walk away. Why would I? That's not love. So like my mom, she never had that confidence. She would chase a man. And I see it now. What it is she could never keep one. She had to force him to stay. Rope him in. Force him to stay. And I don't force Marcos to stay. He wants to. He loves me. Oh, it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. It's so beautiful, the way he loves me. And he won't stop. He doesn't give up on me. It's the most beautiful thing. And I saw it yesterday. I saw this, it was like this last hurrah, this like one last, this is what it is, Jenna. This is why you never wanted a man, a good man, a king, a provider. This is why. Because every time you would find one, my mother's energy would surround me so much that that man saw her, not me. And it's like a demon is like my mom. She's literally possessed. I know she is. Anymore, I think my mom's an empty vessel. I don't think she has any way of protecting her energy anymore. I don't care. I'm not helping her anymore. And I had to make an agreement with myself and Marcos. I said, if my mom ever comes back, I'm never helping her again. I'm not even talking to her ever again. He's like, promise God right now that that's what it is. Tell God right now. I promise. I promise, God. I promise. I'm done. My mother is evil. That's the fucking truth. My mother is not what she pretends to be. And it is about to be Judgment Day for a lot of distorted karmic feminines. Because do you think a good man, a king, is going to like that you try to force him to love you? Or give an ultimatum? You're going to do this, because I say so. No. Pretty sure that's not how that works. If you can't manifest him to stay effectively, then I hope he leaves your ass. You're not doing it right. And if you can't force a man to stay, because that's not love, then the universe is going to correct itself and make that man leave your life. So there will be love, and that's it. Going forward on this planet, there will be love, a high frequency of love. Everything you do will be for love. Period. Divine counterparts in union, love. The Starseed Collective, love. Lightwork, that is all that will exist. And so if my mother represents your mother, and we got that in common, then hear me on this. Going forward, every single man that will love you will trigger the shit out of her. It should. She has lessons to learn. She should be triggered. And you, all you have to do, princess, you Disney princess, you, is just accept love. Accept it from God. Accept it from your man. Accept it from yourself, your new friends. That's all you have to do. So going forward, guys, just know your union is safe. Your union is protected. And no one will be able to harm you again. Because you're God. You're the operant power. Sadly, unconsciously, you didn't know this at the time. But when you were asleep at the wheel, you were convinced that your mother could be jealous and could hurt you. And so she did. But now, everybody is on to her. Everyone sees these karmic feminines for who they are. Everyone. Dude, it's so obvious. It's obvious. Why be nasty to somebody who's not nasty to you? Right, it's given jealousy, so let that happen. Let them be jealous. It means you're winning. Shit. It should have been a compliment this whole time. And I didn't see it like that. I saw it as poison because jealousy is poison. And I just had to get rid of everyone out of my life, just walk away from every single person in my life because they were able to, sadly, channel my mother. And I was like, nope, that's nasty. No, thank you. You are not very strong spiritually. So I just let everybody go. And only the strong ones will survive, I feel, in this new age. Only the meek shall inherit the earth, because you got to be spiritually strong, mentally strong, vibrationally strong. And this war is a mental war. So if you're not strong enough to be able to sustain your own frequency, your own energy, you're not going to make it. Baby, you're going to be chewed up and spit out. So these divine feminines, you have been trained in the worst environments. Your own mother, baby. Your own mom. You didn't even have a mother. If you think about it, you never had parents. How did you come out so well? How did you get like this? You didn't have parents. What happened? Go share your story. I'd love to read it. I hope some of you write books, get a podcast, give me your channel link. Like, I want to know how you guys did this. You are the most powerful collective. You're the most powerful people I've ever met in my life. And I think what's exciting is I'm going to be taking my energy back from my mom, and finally my looks will come back, my vitality will come back, my energy, my healing, my lover, my family, my money, my everything. I'm oh my God, I want that shit back so bad. It was stripped from me. And I didn't know that I was the one allowing it to be stripped from me. So now what we're going to do is we're going to win at life. And we're not going to win by getting nasty back. We're just going to win by focusing on the win. Focusing on your babies, beautiful little puppies, and little gardens and farms and friends and clients and good healthy food and green smoothies and nutrients and the richness of life, the abundance of life, money, prosperity, happiness, hope, great sex. And I am. I'm excited for that, girl. That on the agenda. Okay, hug a tree or two. I love it. I love talking about abundance. I love speaking life over myself and my friends and my man. And I'll tell you, if anybody has an issue with how I speak, you're going to want to put cotton balls in your ears and turn the fuck away. I'm not ever going to stop being myself because you can't handle yourself. You understand? I am never again going to silence myself because you do. Let me repeat. I am never going to silence myself because you silence yourself. You're just going to have to rip out a page of my book and take some notes. I win my battles by acknowledging that the war exists. I don't just go put my head in the sand and be like, la, 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 never mind, never mind, never mind. No, I address that shit head on. I see that my mother sends psychic warfare and I look at it, I say, ew, no, return to sender. But you have to acknowledge this shit is happening, guys. You're not going to win unless you acknowledge it. But so many people are afraid to acknowledge it because we're like, but I don't want to manifest more of it, Jenna. It's like there's one little piece of trash in the trash can and you're so afraid of emptying it. You're afraid of knowing it's there, looking at it. Clean it out. Take out the trash. It happened to you, my love. This is true healing. It happened to you, mi amor. It happened. You were attacked from birth. Just like Carrie. You guys ever watch that movie, Carrie, the witch? She was cursed from the time she came out of her mom's womb. Her mom hated her, cursed her. But the difference between me and Carrie is that in a weird twist of events, my mom told me a few times when I was a little girl, and I never understood why she said this. It actually didn't make sense in the grand scheme of things. It didn't make sense in the narrative of, I hate you, Jenna. But she would actually tell me that I was the most beautiful baby, that the doctor didn't even give me to her first. When I was born, the doctor took me out, cut the umbilical cord, wrapped me up in a blanket, and went and took me to every single person on the birthing floor and said, isn't she the most beautiful baby you've ever seen? Isn't she the most beautiful? It was an anointing. Literally, this fucking happened. This literally happened, I swear to you. And that's not even hygienic. I don't even think that shit would never fly in today's modern society, but back in the 80s, it was fine. But I guess. But the doctor took me to every single nurse and says, isn't she the most beautiful baby? So let me repeat. This is a true story that happened. My mom didn't even get to hold me first. She didn't get to curse me before I was blessed. And the doctor took me to all the nurses, which are healers, loving, kind nurses. Isn't she beautiful? I was blessed. I was anointed before my mom could curse me. That's the difference between me and Carrie. So I got to break generational curses. I got to come here and break a whole bunch of spells that were on my family. Primarily, it was recreated by my mom. My mom was the equivalent of a curse on my family line. And I got to heal all of it. I got to break through all of it. I will be the first person in my family to be a millionaire. I will. I will be the first millionaire in my family. That is going to happen. I'm going to be a millionaire. And no one else will be able to tell me otherwise but myself. So I was anointed at birth. And my mom told me this story several times throughout my childhood. And I never understood why. I really didn't. Until one day, Spirit told me why. It's because you were anointed before you were cursed. That's why you can break curses. So I've been attacked my entire childhood by a dark witch. A dark witch that is so dark, she didn't want anybody knowing she was a witch. But it's giving bitchcraft. So she's a witch. My mom was definitely a witch. And so anyway, it's that point of your life where you realize, I'm nothing like my mother. I'm not an extension of her. I wasn't born to be her slave. I wasn't born to be her energy battery pack. I wasn't born to be her Energizer bunny. I wasn't born to transmute her bullshit. I wasn't born so that I could appease the gods for her on her behalf. The gods she worships are pissed, and I'm not appeasing them. They should be pissed. I'd be pissed too. I'm not about to allow her to never get away with karma. Hell no. She deserves karma, as does every single jealous woman on the planet. They need to learn how beautiful they are. And how better to do that than to find out that they are God. And what better way to do that than to get karma? Because I'll tell you, karma sends your ass right to the Holy Spirit. That suffering, it is so torturous that you will do anything to get rid of it, including surrender to the Most High God. So, karma woke my ass up to the fact that I am God. So karma is about to wake her ass up to the fact that she is God. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care how many lifetimes. I don't care. I'll never talk to her a fucking day in my life. I don't give a shit. But karma will be hitting that ass, and karma will be hitting a lot of asses that do not understand how to stop psychically attacking these beautiful, gorgeous women who did nothing but love them. My only crime is loving people. Period. My only crime is dying for love. And now I'm raising again, raising from the dead. So was Marcos. Marcos was dead the same way, but his was a little darker. He was in a coma for 3 months. Like his shit was real. Like that was like dead, kaput out. Like that was dead. You know what I mean? Yeah. My twin flame in 2019 took his life. He died, and I was told that he'd be coming back, and I just needed to have some faith. Well, I lost that faith because what? That's like 6 years. 6 years is a long time. I lost faith. So I got involved with other men, and I tried to settle. I tried to, and you all know it. You watched as I did. And I think what used to make people like my mom so happy was when these men would dump me publicly, and it would just be this huge spectacle, and it'd be like, yeah, that's right. That's right. See, they don't like you. See, no man could fight for you, Jenna. Everybody just leaves. And that is how it was, but it's not how it is anymore. So there's this threshold that I'm at, and it's like, I'm about to be loved. I'm about to be a top priority. Oh my God. I'm about to be his everything. I am about to be Mrs. Marcos. So I'm like ready. I'm so ready. Don't you think it's amazing? Twin flame union, don't you think that's beautiful? Do you think I'm ready? Because I really feel like I'm ready. I feel like I have been prepared. I've been primed. I've been training for this. All that hardship. Oh my God, all those jealous women. That was initiation of in and of itself. Girl, Marcos is a magician. I am not about to be around a magician, a master manifestor, a legit real one, if I don't know me some magic. You know, like my channel name is Jenna the Magical, right? But like that's just a name. But I have to fucking be it though. I have to embody that. That has to be me. Given out. Everybody has to see it. Everybody has to see the magic for what it is. And you can't just be a name. You have to like embody the name, you know. Like be about it, Jenna, you know? And so up to this point, I was so afraid of my magic because I knew what would happen. People would start liking me. People would start wanting to know, how'd you get out of that situation? How'd you stop being homeless? How did you manifest that money? How did you get this apartment? How'd you get that house? How'd you get this? How'd you get the love of your life back from the dead? How'd you do this? And I was so afraid. Afraid of what? Death? What are they going to do? Kill me? Girl, I already been dead. Girl, I have already been dead. What are they going to do? Re-kill me? Okay, bet. I'll come back again and again and again. One time I heard this interviewer ask this millionaire, is he like a multimillionaire? He said, what, just hypothetical, what would happen if one day you just lost everything? Really? Like your entire empire. What if it just crumbled? And the guy goes, I'd build it up again. Because it's mine. Any other questions? Like it's mine. That's why it won't crumble. And if it does, I'll build it up again because it's mine and it won't crumble. You know what I mean? Like the first time, it was luck. The second time is skill, bitch. Bet. Somebody sexy told me this morning, I said, I'm your Viking wife, sir. And he goes, I'll know it when I see it. I'll know her when I see her. I'll let you know. I hung up on his ass. Go somewhere telling me that you'll know. You already know. You already know. I'm just reminding you. I'm helping you remember. Amen, amen. Let's go. Yep, hence why I have been isolated with just my kids. They've then manifested my king. There it is, girl. Phoenix. I love that name. That's very suited. That's perfect for you then, huh? So you can't just take a name like that. I mean, you can, but names are important. Names carry weight. And if you are going to say you're Jenna the Magical, well, you better fucking be it. You know, you can't be out here like, hey, look at me, I'm magical. Bippity boppity boo. And then like everybody comes at you with magic and you're like, wait, what? Wait, what do you mean? I'm a magician? Like, what the fuck? That's basically the equivalent. That sums up all yesterday. That sums up the entire day. I did those free readings and it was like everybody was so entitled. That energy of entitlement came in. And that's, I think, what triggered this like psychic event, this battle that I faced yesterday. It was like all this nasty energy. And I was like, wait, why are they targeting me, Marcos? Why? Marcos, help me. I didn't know what the fuck was happening to me. I was so scared. I was like, dude, I don't know. I got shot out of the sky. What were these people? What are they doing? What are they doing? Help me. I cried all day yesterday. And you know what? He never left my side once. He even told me this morning, he's like, I had to make a decision yesterday. I had to decide not to leave you. It was bad. And I know it was bad. But I think the reason he didn't leave is because I was fighting a war. I was fighting. I was battling it. I didn't turn to a bottle. I didn't go eat my feelings. I literally just fucking processed it. I took a salt bath. I did return to sender. I prayed. That's why he stuck with me. Otherwise, I would have wanted him to leave. I would want him to leave any woman who wouldn't fight for herself. I'd want him to protect himself from that. But I was fighting. And it felt like I died in battle yesterday. Like the pain was so intense. It was so bad. I felt like I died in battle. And then I woke up today resurrected. I woke up a totally new woman. It's weird. It's just that I think women should be jealous. You should be. My life is amazing. You should be, but you shouldn't be. What it really should be is that you take pointers from me. Instead of hating me that I can do something you can't, why don't you tell yourself that you can do it? You ever think of that? Most of these divine feminines out here, you guys are being targeted instead of revered, looked up to. You should be respected, not cut down. These women, they need to be looking up to you, and instead they're villainizing you. And that's okay. What you assume to be true is true, right? If I teach the law of assumption, and I'm teaching you guys the law, which the spiritual law is, what you assume to be true is true. You assume that you can be shot out of the sky. You assume that some woman could put a hex on you. You assume that your mom could make you homeless. Okay, and God will make you not homeless. So while one is true, the other is true as well. Your mom, being a jealous whatever, sure, could do stuff to hurt you and punish you in this 3D physical world. But God, though, the God that you know she doesn't worship, right? You're God, though. You are God. And are you a good God? Because ye are gods. Are you a good God? Or are you a God that would punish yourself? So anyway, yesterday I had this battle and girl, I got over it and I won. Hey, me reign, because we're about to reign. Rule and reign with Christ, right? Now I've got God's eye. Oh, okay. That right there is the sexiest thing I've heard all day. And I've heard some sexy things. Secret. It's a secret. I can't tell Twin flames coming into union. Oh my God. Girl, I live for that shit. I live for this. I live for soulmates and twin flames coming back into union. Girl, I have been a twin flame coach for the last 6 years. You Google twin flame, you Google false twin flames, you Google alien love bite, you'll find me. I'm on there. I'm on the interwebs for having preached about twin flames for 6 years, and it's finally coming in. It's as if there's a little bit of a delay. Okay, a little bit. Un poquito. Un poquito. Deleo. I'm learning Spanish. Anyway, I really would like to tell you guys that the divine feminine is about to take her power back. And she's going to be doing so by not fearing getting dirty. Do you know how many times I would try to tell people my childhood what my mom was doing to me? And they would say like, oh, how dare you? That's your mother. She birthed you. Did she though? I guess there's rumors that she did. I don't know. There's rumors that I came out of her. I don't know. But no, I'm serious. Like so many people would be like, how dare you? That is your mother. I'm like, yeah. But like I'm locked in a tower and I have to grow my hair out 75 feet long. And I'm in every Disney princess movie. Should I though? Should I tell you that she was doing that? Because every time I would, somebody would be like, we don't say shit like that about your mother. Watch yourself. You don't accuse your mom of doing something like that. I'm like, bro, it's not an accusation. That shit's facts. I should have back then. I should have. That's not an accusation. That shit's facts. So I didn't accuse anybody of anything. I said it happened. It happened. But yeah, back in the day, because I wasn't manifesting liberation, I wasn't manifesting success away from my mother, I didn't know as a master manifester what I was doing. So I would manifest that every family member would take her side. And yeah, that used to be the case, but there are a lot of people that I think are waking up to what my mother is, and a lot of evil mothers. It's given evil stepmother, okay? Okay? And you're about to learn that you're free to go. Go dance again, baby. Go sing. Go act. Go be on a stage. Yeah? Go be yourself again. Take your voice back from Ursula. You know, Prince Eric in Little Mermaid, right? He knew her voice. He knew her voice. When someone else tried to mimic it, he wasn't himself. Did you see in the movie he was just kind of like a shell of a man? Prince Eric would recognize the real voice of Ariel, don't you think? Yeah, he would know. And you know what's so funny? This one time I rented this Airbnb last year, and it was this mansion. Like this place was gorgeous. And the host, she looked identical to Ursula. Okay, listen. It was right at the time of St. Patty's Day. And she asked me, would you help me host a party? Because I'm having a lot of millionaire friends over. And I'm like, Jesus God. I don't even know what it's like to rub elbows with fancy people. Like, do you want me really doing this? She's like, I'll take a couple bucks off your room. And I was like, okay. Fucking A, I'll do it. All right, sign me up, coach. What do I do? And she had me running around this entire fucking mansion, putting together all these hors d'oeuvres, these trays, getting the wine, all this shit going for like these fancy people that lived in this upper class. I'm talking high ranking kind of thing. And so I'm just thinking, here's this homeless girl, barely making ends meet. And I got to stay there just by the grace and mercy of God. I was placed there in that place because it was divine orchestration. I'm going to tell you the story. I don't even know how I could afford to be there. I look at it now like, how the fuck did I afford that? But I was there. I found myself there at that place. And there was this man there, this guy who I had a crush on. He was a roommate. He was the only other person that lived in that house. And he was, looked identical to Prince Eric. This is the craziest shit, guys. He looked identical to Prince Eric from The Little Mermaid, right? Well, okay, so I get around, I get doing all these, I clean the dishes, I clean all the stuff, clean the bathroom. I'm getting shit ready for this party, right? Well, it's a St. Patty's Day party. And she gives me this necklace because I didn't have anything green. And I was like, I'm embarrassed to even be at this party. So can I maybe borrow something green? And so she gave me this necklace. It had like a 4-leaf clover, and it was a box. It was a box. It could hold stuff. Like it looked like it could hold like maybe the equivalent of a small, maybe like a wad of cash. That's it. It could only hold like something like this small. It was pretty small. And it could open and close. And I remember feeling intuitively like that woman was Ursula, and she was trapping my voice. And I felt it because as I went to go flirt with her roommate, I was single at the time. I liked this guy a lot and he liked me. Every time I would get around him, she would punish me. So I started to feel like this was some sort of Disney princess fairy tale book in my real life. So I get there at the party, and all of her millionaire friends are there. Oh my God, there's about like 10 people with their wives and spouses and whatever. And it was so crazy. They were like, they were really interested in me, and I was just having fun. I was just sipping some wine and listening to all these people's stories. We got one guy who was an air pilot, had his own plane, owned a fucking private plane. And I was like, dude, that's badass. I'm not going to lie. That's pretty cool. And then this other lady, she and her husband, they practically lived on a cruise ship. Like they had been on at least, I think she said 35 cruises or some shit. And she's like, would you like to go on one, Jenna? We'd love to invite you to the next one. Is that what you'd like? Would you be interested? And I'm like, girl, what is in this wine? This is delicious. All these people loved me. Then there was this one guy who was in a wheelchair. He was probably about 70 years old. I can't remember his name, but he was the fucking coolest, badass motherfucker you've ever seen. He was so top, high-ranking military that I think he even lied to me about how high-ranking he was. He's like, listen, I was secret. And when he got the wine flowing, girl, he would tell me some of his secrets, but not all of them because I don't think he's allowed to. But it was so cute because I was like, we were best friends, he and I. We had like this connection going. And I told him like my dad was in the military, so I think he had natural respect for me. And the same. And I was like, thank you for your service, sir. You know, he'd spent 30 years in the military. Like he was high, like Pentagon shit. So I was like, bro, that's insane. And he's like, basically, let's just say I single-handedly saved us from a nuclear blast back in the 70s or the 80s, something like that. And I was like, oh shit. Like it's one of those. Okay. So he started he was such a lush, that guy. He loved his wine. Okay. So he's sitting here in a wheelchair and he's like, Jenna, tell me about yourself. And I'm like, sir, I lived in my car last week. I lived in my car. I don't have really much of anything. I just love, I like traveling. I don't know. I'm a hippie gypsy. I do tarot for a living. I don't sit still for very long. And he just found this fascination with me. And so the host, she started noticing the shit that she did. Girl, listen, it was so funny. I'm going to tell you this story. It's so fun. Okay, so she comes out. I kept bringing back wine for him because he's like, another another, please, ma'am, another. He would just keep asking me to get him wine. I'm like, bro, I'm bringing out the bottle for you, okay? Don't make me get up again. So I brought out the whole wine bottle for that guy because he's so fucking fun. Anyway, so the woman, the hostess, she comes out. Listen to me. She comes out. This is the fucking craziest thing. This is gonna make you just. I look back at it now and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe it. She's that desperate. But okay, listen, this is what happened. I had all of these men I'm talking 50, 60-year-olds with money, loving me, inviting me to their house. I had the cruise. The couple went on cruises. They lived down the street and they were like, you can come over anytime, Jenna. We can't wait to have you. And you know what? In the same way that when I was a little girl, this would happen. And my mom got jealous and she would stop anybody from talking to me. It repeated itself in the way of this woman who looked like Ursula. So she comes out and she goes, Jenna, and she elbows me and she goes, hey, psst, tell everybody I've got cake. I was like, I'm busy. We're having fun. Just give us a while. So what happened then, Tanya? What happened then, Chris? What happened then? What happened then? And she would go, no, psst, hey, tell them I've got cake. Tell them I went and got cake for all of us. And I'm like, we're busy. We're busy. We'll get to that at a more opportune time, okay? I was a little tipsy by this point too, and I was getting real loud with it. I was like, we're busy. See, we're all having fun at your party. You should really allow me to be the hostess with the mostest like you fucking paid me to do. So anyway, she did not like that answer too much. And she goes, happy birthday to you. She literally starts singing fuck happy birthday. She sings happy birthday at the top of her lungs. We all knew what was happening. We looked at each other like this. She's standing right behind me, isn't she? Like, you know that look? You know that look? No, you know that look? I know you know that look. This was it. This was it. It was like this. Happy birthday to you. So we all started singing it because we felt hella awkward. We didn't know what the fuck to do. Every last one of us. You know the only person who didn't show up to the party? Prince Eric. He was locked in his room that day. He didn't want to be out there. I don't blame him. I wouldn't have wanted to be around her more than 10 minutes. So anyway, then everybody looks at me and they're like, is this bitch, like, is she serious? And I was like, there's cake, guys. And I'm thinking to myself, every last person here is asking themselves, whose birthday is it? Nobody's. They just look, I'm serious. This was it. Happy birthday. Like we were like compelled to sing happy birthday. And I'm like, whose birthday is it? St. Patty's, I guess. It's his birthday. Happy B-Day, St. P. I don't know. Why are we doing this? And she goes, I've got cake, guys. It's like, kill me now, God. Kill me now. Strike me down now. I don't know what I did to deserve this, but strike me down now. That is when I started getting the memo that my voice was stuck in that box. And that was really horrible. That was a really bad feeling. So anyway, we ate cake, right? We ate cake. Let them eat cake is basically what this woman would have said to me. Let her eat cake. Let them eat cake. Which I just recently learned is actually, it's very horrible. That means that rich people who don't care about poor people, basically. Anyway, basically she said, let them eat cake. Anyway, so here I was, had pennies to my name, getting invited to all these like expensive trips and getting to see people's planes and their fucking Camaros and Maseratis and all this shit. And I'm like, I'm so out of my league. So when she starts feeling like this is the opportunity of a lifetime to make Jenna feel embarrassed, the only one who really got embarrassed was her. Everybody saw what she was. Jealous, attention-seeking. It was hysterical. I just smirked. I couldn't help it. I had to laugh. It was hilarious. I was just witnessing it all from out of my body. It's as if I saw it from a higher plane of existence. Like I saw it as a ghost watching the funniest movie that has ever been acted out in the history of ever. So after this, she starts telling me to clean up, and we start cleaning up together. And the gentleman that was in a wheelchair lived across the street, so I pushed him across the street, and I told him, like, bro, you're my best friend, and I love you, freaking love you. He's like, come over, you need to come over. And then the other couple said, you need to come over. I can't help it that I'm the fucking crowd favorite. Shit, I'm the favorito. That's right, I'm un favorito. I can't help that. So anyway, then came the punishment. I walk back inside after everybody's left, and she's just standing there in the kitchen. And I'm like, oh God, I won't be homeless tomorrow. So, sure as shit, she says, what'd you do with the wine cork? When you gave that to him, what'd you do with the wine cork? I need to put it back in the bottle. And I'm like, I think I threw it away. She's like, you don't throw wine corks away. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't drink expensive wine. I don't fucking know. She's like, get your hand in there and find it. Dude, I legit had to go dig through the trash to find this woman's cork. Wish I could have put a cork in her mouth, honestly. But anyway, yeah, so I went digging. I had my arm all the way. It was a humiliation ritual. I was literally being punished for being good at what she made me be good at. And I couldn't find it. I couldn't find the cork, so she just put aluminum foil over it. That was funny as hell. But she couldn't find it. I couldn't find it. And then the next day, homeless. She knocked on my door. She said, get your shit and get out. Worth it. Fucking worth handling that shit like a boss. Fucking worth it. That was fucking worth it. I went to go live back in my car. I was compelled. I even thought to ask the neighbors, can I stay on your couch? Or because they liked me so much, but I was like, nah, she's probably already gotten to them. She's probably said I'm just some freaking grifter or something, So I didn't think about asking too much. I was considering, but then I said, nah, I'll just live in my car, I guess. So there I was in Arizona in the desert once again, in the hot, blistering sun of the summer Arizona heat. And I'm like, fucking worth it, bitch. I'm glad I got you humbled. I'm glad. Worth it. We're talking 10 millionaires. And they all saw what a joke she is. Worth it every time. Every time. I'll school that ass. So anyway, I've had this natural ability to knock some people off thrones they don't deserve. And this is where I normally get punished for it. But I don't like punishments. So I don't want punishments anymore. The only punishment I want is by a Mr. Chavez. But yeah, I knew that going forward, I would be always targeted by women like that because I am the type to see that you don't deserve something. That mansion was literally handed to her. She legit got handed that mansion by a man that she was having an affair with. He gave her that mansion. Free and clear. I know what witchcraft is, honey. I know what that shit is. I know that when you don't earn it and you get it, you won't be able to keep it. So I know that karma is hitting that ass. I know, and it's okay. She made me homeless to punish me. So I left and that was it. And yeah, I just thought to myself, damn, These men, they have private planes. Oh my God. Like, could I really? Am I manifesting this for real? For real? Because like the last couple boyfriends I've had, honey. It's not chump change. I'm telling you. This is why my mom was jealous of me my entire life. I had the ability to command a room, and she didn't like that. I got more attention than her. In fact, now in her older age, I feel the only reason she's relevant is because she keeps my name in her mouth. And that's fine, but people will be singing a new song about me soon. And the name, Jenna, will hold weight. And when you speak it, you will be putting respect on that name. Life of the party. Amen. Hallelujah. Thank you, sister. I love you, Phoenix. Yes, bitch. Yes. I remember she lost her shit and kicked you out. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You do remember that? I remember that. And she showed her true colors. Shut up. You were there. Dude, that was a whole year ago. But you do say it. I told my mom I picked her as a portal to birth me, but I'm older than her in the spiritual realm. Damn. Damn. You ruthless motherfucker. You ruthless. Please, they can shut the fuck up. My mom allowed me to be. She allowed demons in her temple. I pray she repents of her sins and cleanses her. I was Cinderella. I feel this. Oh, my love. Your mom sounds like mine. They're horrible. I'm serious. My mom allowed a military drill instructor to abuse me every day for my entire childhood. And she knew it. I mean, she knew what was happening to me. Absolutely knew. And did nothing about it. In fact, would tell me several times, not only will I not do anything about it, Jenna, I'm not divorcing him. I will choose him every single time over you. I will choose my husband over you every time. You know what is the most ironic thing ever? I am now choosing my husband over her. What mother says that to a child? There should be judgment, and there's going to be. It's divine, righteous judgment. All of these jealous mothers, all of these jealous Airbnb hosts, all of these Ursulas, they steal your voice. They steal your power, your vitality, your looks, your youth. And they build an empire on that, babe. I want to kick them off their empire. Yeah, I do. I really think that they don't deserve that shit. The ones that did it the right way, ethically, morally, yeah, okay, they deserve. That's just it. They know that's theirs, so of course they would keep it. You can't lose something that you know is yours. You can't lose something you know you built. But if it was stolen valor, honey, I hope that shit gets ripped right out from under you. That is God's truth. Gospel. The gospel of Jenna. I hope that that rug gets ripped out from under you because you don't deserve the throne that you're sitting on. That's mine. That's my throne. And I will be taking it back. Thank you. I said thank you for keeping it warm. It's mine. Jenna is magical. That is no surprise. Nothing she says is theoretical, and she can easily make her enemies capsize. Dude, you know what? I freaking love you. I fucking love you. Who are you? You are fucking awesome. Your words always ring true to me in my ears. I have eargasms when I read your comments. So don't become her enemy. I wouldn't. I have dragons now. So don't become her enemy and compromise, or you'll be turned into the hour stick on the Big Ben. And you'll have to go clockwise. Fuck. fucking need you in my life. I need you. Like it's a need. It's a need. You have got to be my best friend. That's the thing. I would like you to be my pen pal. Definitely. My poet pen pal. Your words are just so well crafted. I can't even believe it. You guys are literally superheroes. You get that? You're superheroes now, right? Like you all have these super gifts. This is why they targeted you. I'm here to help you keep it. I'm here to help you keep your manifestations. I'm here to remind you how to manifest. Like you've got things to teach me too. You know, maybe you can teach me some poetry, and maybe you can teach me how to write a book, or maybe you could teach me how to be more feminine, or how to buy my first car or something. You know, like people have things to teach me too, but I want to teach you guys what I've learned as Ariel with her voice stuck in a fucking 4-leaf clover. I want to teach you. And this girl looked like Ursula. Did you see it? May Rain, I know you saw it. I showed you. One day, I didn't even show you. I was doing a live stream in my car, and she comes out and she's like, I need your help in the kitchen. When I was preparing for the dinner, right? She goes, I need your help in the kitchen. And everybody's like, who's that? And I was like, yeah, Ursula. And she legit goes to the mailbox and she's on camera looking like Ursula, and people were like, oh, she looks like her for real. She did. She looked like her. It was so weird. The whole thing was just icky. It was so funny to witness, but like I was also scared though back then because I didn't know where I was gonna go. I was gonna go live in my car. What did happen after that? I went somewhere. I found another Airbnb. It wasn't a big deal, but man, I just knew that God had put me in that mansion for a reason. And I think it was to show me how powerful I am as a psychic. I mean, there's a reason I have been propositioned by the government twice to be working for it as a psychic. Because I'm the GOAT. I'm the greatest of all time. I fucking know who I am. So the government also knows who I am. It's not a secret. I don't hide it. So they've asked me, and I'm like, just shove it right on up there. Shove it right on up your bungholes. I will never work for you ever a day in my life ever. Unless this government changes its tune, I'm not about to work for you. Why would I? So anyway, I've had 2 offers and I say nope. Same with working with the Mason Lodge. I've had a couple Freemasons ask me to be in their sister, what is it, the Star Sisters or something? I don't know. You guys know, you've been also targeted in that same way. And you've been asked and you've said no. I don't work for you. I don't work for the government. I work for God. And though Marcos the other day, he said, Jenna, the government isn't the type to just ask. They could make you. The fuck they could, bruh. This ain't the draft. I'm not going for that. So I was like, yeah, no, they can ask. They can ask me nicely. But I'll say no every time, and that's all. That's all, folks. Yeah, my ex was a Mason. F the 33rd degree. Fuck him to the 33rd degree. Bro, my last ex that I lived with was a Mormon. And let's just say there were 3 full-grown men or full-grown women living in that house besides myself. So fuck the 33rd Mason. No, I don't know what it is though, the 33rd degree. I don't know. So look, I don't even want to be out here hating on them because I do understand that our country was founded by Masons. And back then, maybe they had their shit right. Maybe they were like, you know what? Freedom, autonomy, boundaries. Great. That's what our country was founded on. But you founded our country on that shit for everyone. Not just for your little cult, for everyone. And that is what it will be in the year 2025. Bet. Because me and a lot of people like me, honey, and we come in peace. Look, I'm an alien from a different world and I come in peace. I am not about war. You are going to allow everyone to have sovereignty, autonomy. You're going to be a government that works for its people, period. That's it. So no, I'm not. And I was threatened by Kamala Harris. I was threatened in the astral plane. I was threatened, if you do not work for us, we will hurt innocent people. That is what I was told. I was told we will do heinous things to really, really good people if you don't work for us. That's not on me. That blood is not on my hands. That's how I have to see it. That blood is not on my hands. I don't work for you. I work for God. I don't work for the government. I work for the Most High God. I work for myself and my friends. That's it. And no, it doesn't matter the amount of wad of cash you throw my way. It doesn't matter the ivory tower I get to go live in. I get to be in a penthouse suite. I don't care what it is. I don't work for you. My soul already belongs to another. Sorry. It's not the government. She already hurts kids. Oh man, F camel toe. Oh my God. Is that what you got? Dude, I know. She's horrible in that horrible. Absolutely horrible. And there's nothing that can happen anymore. I don't work for them. I turned them down. That's the equivalent of turning down Hollywood. When Hollywood offers you a contract, turn it down. And I did. I don't work for Hollywood either. I don't work for the industry. So they can't control me. I'm not controlled by them. They don't pay my bills. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Guys, they cannot. Just that's the facts. They can't. I mean, they can try, but like it won't work. That's the whole point. I think it's just like a fear tactic. They just really want to make you think that that's like, it'll be the death of you. It'll be the end of you. Bitch, no, it won't. The end of me. I don't even know the beginning of me yet. So wait, just wait. I don't have a beginning or an end. I have an eternal. I have a forever. But I don't think I was ever ended nor began. I don't know. I just kind of am. But yeah, no, I woke up today being a beast and waking up to the system bowing down to me. And when you realize that you win at life because you've lost at life, that's when they can never hurt you again. I win because I lost. I win because I lose. I really win my life back because I've lost my life. Yes, amen. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah, hallelujah. I'm so excited about that because I've never actually lived before. Would you like to see what it's like? Now imagine if I could have actually told that woman right at the party in front of everybody, why can't you let us have fun? That cake will be there in 10 minutes, wouldn't it? Is it still going to be there? Is it? I'm pretty sure. Can you let us please enjoy our time? I can't help it. Shit, I can't help it that I'm the life of the party. I can't help I have this 80-year-old man wanting to get up and dance. I can't fucking help that. That's not my problem. That's a you problem. You've got an issue with it. You can't stand it. But anyway, I humbled her and got punished for it. And that's cool. But I'm not taking on punishments anymore. I just humble people. There's no punishment anymore. I'm free to go. I'm free to go. You won't punish me. You won't punish me and get away with it. You'll try, you'll attempt, but the only one going to get any of that darkness is yourself. That is it. That is it. Because I have met the world's most powerful magician. You want to know their name? Oh, I'm going to tell you. Oh, I'm going to tell you the world's most powerful magician ever. Are you ready, guys? I'm going to unveil it right now. Ready? Jenna the Magical. Ooh, it's me. It's not a man. It's not a government. It's not a politician. It's not a religion. It's your girl. The most powerful magician ever. It's your girl. It's your girl, Jenna the Magical. It's your girl. It's me. Hi. I'm new here. I'm the new girl. I don't know what it's like to have all this power, all this magic, but I'll tell you, I'm doing really good things with it. Really amazing things with it. I'm healing people. I'm making people feel excited again, wanting to live life again. People coming to me being like, you literally saved my life. Because of you, I have hope in this world again. It's like, you're not taking this from me. I don't care which woman birthed me. I am not about to call her my mom or ever again a mother. I am my own mother. I am my own goddess. Yeah, I'm birthing my own self. Okay, I'm birthing my own self. So going forward, just know I have found the most powerful magician in the world. Me, myself, and I. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, that's me. It's Jenna the Magical Bitch. Huh? Yeah. Now that I got my mom out of the way by doing Return to Center and being like, I don't give a shit. Just get out of my life. Get out of my life. I don't want to ever see you again. No violence. Nothing. You know, I had this dream recently where two women asked me, they were about to inject serum into my veins and they were about to let men, you know, in this sterile room. It was like a hospital room. These two women, they were about to let me be raped by injecting some sort of drug into my system. And I became conscious during this event. I became fully lucid in the dream. And I was told, Jenna, silence or violence? Which do you prefer? Before they were going to put it in my body. And I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was about to take place. And I look around. I didn't answer them yet. I looked around. And I was like, what the fuck is this place? Then I said, do you think I'm ready for commitment? Do you think I'm ready to be in love? I talked to these two women like they were my therapists. I said, do you think I'm ready for this? Because it's like it's a twin flame. It's a big deal. Do you think I'm ready for leadership? The real question is, ladies, do you think I'm ready for magic? Because my man is a protector. Like he's a defender. Like I wouldn't even be surprised if he came in rushing in all Leroy Jenkins in this bitch and saved me from this. I wouldn't be surprised. You should meet my man. He's a hell of a man. And I just used these two women as a sounding board. I never answered their question, not once. I used them for my purposes. You're going to sit there and you're going to help me summon my man to rescue me from this place. Sure as shit, boom, my divine masculine shows up, rescues me. At first I thought it was my ex ghost, but I'm not really sure. I think it was my divine masculine, whomever that is. But yeah, he came in rescuing me all Leroy Jenkins, and just rushed in there, got me out of that thing because I did not answer their question. I did not play by their rules. I fucking used them for my benefit. Not the other way around, bitch. Have a seat, both of you. And the next day in the physical world, I had one lady show up. It was one of my most diabolical arch nemesis. She showed up on my stream and she was like, bitch, you're one of my ex-boyfriends, the dark magician who shall not be named. It's given Voldemort. She's like, ha 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 ha. Voldemort fought for me, not you, bitch. That should really like upset you. He fought for me, not you. And I was like, I clapped back so loud. I think she still hears it in her ears. I clapped back and I said, listen to me, hunty. I win because Voldemort won't fight for me. I don't want that nasty ass fighting for me. Are you kidding? That's more of a curse than a blessing. So I'm glad that he doesn't fight for me. I'm glad he fights for you instead. Have at him, sweet cheeks. You cheated on You cheated with him while I was with him. So just, go ahead, have him, honey. No, shoo shoo. Shoo shoo now. Go on. Right. And so anyway, boom, that was one of the women. That was one of the women that they got handled. As above, so below. If you win a battle up there, you're winning a battle down here. Do you understand me? I won a battle up there with one of the women. And the other woman, I'm not sure. I think it was maybe my mom. Maybe. Not entirely sure yet. I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll see soon enough. Because I won up there. I'm going to win down here. Guys, this is why it's called the battle of in the heavens. This is why the battle of Armageddon, it's the battle in the ethers. You fight up there and you win down here. It's not a physical battle. It's very much a mental battle, a spiritual battle, right? So anyway, yeah, because I defeated my enemies in that environment, it had to play out down here in the grand movie, the grand play, you know? So I went up there and then I was coming down here to win again. I win at life. I always win, babe. So all of these jealous women, have a seat. Pretty soon you will be exposing yourself for exactly who you are. Every man in your life, every child you have, every parent, every friend, every person in your life will now see how truly diabolical you are in your jealousy. And I'm here for it. I love that. You should be knocked off your throne. Your throne is fake. Your throne is made of fool's gold. You can't steal divine women's voices. Keep it in a cage. And not get sat down by God. You know? Eventually what will happen is God will get so fed up that God will send somebody sexy like Mr. Marcos here and all of my beautiful friends, and God will make you shut the fuck up. You're not going to be speaking ill will on me anymore and not getting away with it. I mean, you can gossip because free will. I love that. I love free will. I love the concept of free will, right? Go ahead and gossip, but just know that there's also a caveat to it. You can do it. You can put my name in your mouth. But there's a cost to it. I'm expensive, honey. You summon me, I'm expensive. Can you afford it? Can you afford it? Speaking facts. Winning by default isn't a win. He fights for himself only. Wait, let me read this. Hold on, guys, just a second. It just glitched out for a second. Commitment to the gym. Hey, Joshua. I commit myself to God, not the gym. You want to go commit yourself to the gym, do so, but buddy. But I just tell myself I'm gorgeous and sexy and flawless and perfect and healthy, just as I am. And I don't really work out that much. I really don't. You work out your mouth a lot, Joshua. I don't really have to lift a finger, baby. I just say, when I eat carbs, I just say, wow, I love that I'm losing weight when I eat carbs. Guys, it's all about your mind. That is what it is. It's mental now. It's not so much physical. Commitment to the gym. Bitch, get out of here. I commit myself to the Most High God. What about you? Oh, let me guess, Joshua. God doesn't exist, huh? So his son, the one that raises from the dead, probably doesn't exist either, huh? I hope that Jesus blows your mind soon. That's what I hope. I hope that you start believing in God because you see him in the flesh. That's what I hope. That's my look. I'm that rebellious. I'm that dramatic. I'm that much of an Aries. You hear that? Do you hear that rumbling? I'm here for it. I hope that you believe in God when you see him in the flesh. You don't need a gym membership for that, baby. The thing with Jesus is that shit's free. You can have it any time. All you have to do is claim it. So you wouldn't believe in his son raising from the dead either. That's okay, I do. I believe in El Cristo. I believe in the one that's about to shock everyone and about to prove who the fuck he is. Yeah? Oh, I'm so excited for that. Ooh, I do not need a commitment to the gym. I need a commitment to the Most High God. And I highly suggest you get it right and also start committing some things like your soul to somebody far higher than you, Josh. Amen. 999. Taking it all back. There it is, Phoenix. Nothing is worth my happiness. Like, hell nah. Yep. A mother isn't just a woman who gives birth. A mother is someone who cares, helps, loves. Exactly. We have stopped answering questions. What do you mean by that? May Rain, what do you mean? My mother comment hit a little close to home. So sorry, I got a little... Which one? Just giving birth doesn't make someone a mother. And I think many women have forgotten that nowadays. It's actually kind of sad. It is. And then as a society, we all feel so compelled, so guilt-tripped almost into celebrating Mother's Day, giving a mother some sort of kudos for being a mother. Like, girl, that was your job. You signed up for it. You wanted it. I'm not a burden because you wanted to be a mother. You didn't know how to be a mother, which is fine, but like, go somewhere, sit down and get it right with Jesus and figure out how to be a mother. Because that's just how it's going to be. Like, these women are just, baby, these divine feminines are too grown. They're too advanced. They're never going to let a deranged, sick, psychopathic mother ever again in their life. Ever. They will never allow it. And if those mothers want a war, I suppose we'll give them one, and that we just walk away. That's the only war that they're going to experience from us, because we come in peace. Truly, we're not here for war. We're not here to hurt others. We don't want to be in pain. We don't want to cause others pain. We just walk away. That's the only war that we're going to give anybody. Just walking away. Leave them to their own devices. Their empires rise or crumble. I'm really actually kind of convinced that what's going to happen collectively is that men that have been supporting these women are going to turn on them. It's like my dad, my stepdad, though he abused me as a kid, he's also apologized. Like, he actually, I think, is genuinely sorry for what he's done. I think there's this point you realize as a healer and an intuitive, you can feel when a man is truly sorry. And I think one of the ways the universe showed me that my dad was sorry was I manifested a roommate here that I slept with that had actually been in the military in the same ranking that my dad was. And ironically enough, he had a daughter that was troubled, just like me as a child, as a teenager. And I remember one day he cried in front of me, and we just held each other, healed each other. He cried and he said, Jenna, if I don't step up as a dad, as a father, even though she's promiscuous and drinking and partying and like all this, and if I don't be a better dad, she really will end up like your story. I have to try. I have to try. I have to be a better dad. I have to fight this. I have to give that girl love. even though she hates me and she hurts me on purpose and she sends daggers on purpose and she does everything to hurt me. I have to love her. And he told me before he left, he said, I love my daughter and I love you. And I'm going to fix this. And he told me he has hope again in life because of me, that I healed him, that him being here for the time that he was here, and it was the most beautiful thing. He was only here maybe a month before he had to go be stationed overseas. And that man, to see a dad be sorry, be sorry. He was like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry the military stole my soul. I'm sorry I was a trained weapon. I'm sorry I was gone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The healing that came in that connection was the most profound experience of my life. And for him to see that even if he fails his daughter, she still will land on her feet eventually. It will make her stronger. To see that even though I'm homeless and I've been used by all these men and all this, it wouldn't have meant that he failed. It would have just been a natural soul evolution, you know? But like, we healed each other, that connection. I'll never see him again. We didn't exchange phone numbers. He wanted to, but I just knew you've got to go on your own journey. And I'm going to be manifesting the real one now, because he healed so many father-daughter wounds with me that I now can bring in my divine masculine. If it weren't for that man, I wouldn't be ready for Marcos, the real true love of my life. The man that I know is made for me in the heavens. But yes, I did. I had someone before Marcos, and that man healed me, prepared me for twin flame union. And this is why I talk about soulmate connections. This is why. Because the universe will send you things you need, not things you want. I wanted Marcos, but I needed that healing experience of a military man, the same ranking. It was crazy. It was so, it was weird. It was weird, I'll tell you. They even had similar names, this man and my dad. It was weird. And I healed. I used it as an experience to heal. And when he left, of course I was sad. I cried. You guys saw me cry. I loved him. He was a beautiful man. I told him that in my book, if I ever write a book, I'm not going to use his name. I'm going to call him 1776. Because that man fights for freedom. That man fights for justice and freedom for America. I've never actually seen a more dedicated American soldier and dad. It's wild. It was wild. And I'm really glad I got to experience it. And so, yeah, I have a past. I have a history. I've been with a few men, powerful men before Marcos. And, that's one thing that I used to be ashamed of. And it's like, there is no shame. Why? I had to learn. You have to be ready for a divine counterpart. I had to learn. You don't just get to be a king without knowing you're a queen. You have to see how powerful you are in these dynamics. You have to see. I don't bring in weak men. Okay. So I had to see what it was, And as much as I know it must make Marcos uncomfortable to know that there were other men before him, it was also healing and love. And it prepared me for this. It prepared me for twin flame union. It prepared me to be the leader that I am, and I'm going to be. And I'm grateful. I'm so grateful for every experience I had, guys. Even when Ursula did that to me. Thieves don't try to rob empty houses. There's a reason you were targeted this much. Hmm? Hmm? There's a reason they try to silence you. It's probably because the shit you're about to say is very potent. Hmm? My father was also a very hardworking man. He used to work hours upon hours without complaining. Oh, after my mom left. He never once complained, but I wish that he had. Oh, beautiful testimony, Jenna. Thank you so much for being here, Phoenix. I appreciate you saying that because until now, my voice was in a box. My mom would punish me for speaking like this about her. She would use an entire family to hurt me. All the gossip of all the extended families, all the women in my family, she would use them to punish me for talking like this. But this is my testimony, and God wants me to share it, so I'm going to share it. There's a lot of women I'm going to be helping soon get over jealous mothers, homelessness, poverty, public breakups, black magic, dark magicians, all of it. There's going to be a lot of women who come to me soon. Oh my God. When I was on top of the wheel, girl, when I was in my prime, back in like 2020, 2021-ish, I was crushing it. I lived on my own. I had my own apartment, my own studio apartment. I was crushing it. Like the disposable income that I had, just being superwoman. But then I got shot out of the sky. And I now know why. I now see it. I was out here boasting and bragging, all that pride before the fall. It really was. It was my pride before the fall. But what comes after the fall? Hmm? Hmm? Sure. The pride before the fall, but after the fall? Pride. Two butterflies dancing, making love in the air right now. Pride. Hmm. Pride. Pride comes after the fall. You rise up together. So yes, while I got shot out of the sky because I was sitting here bragging and boasting, oh, I'm the best thing. I'm so good. I'm the best psychic ever. Yeah, you fucking love me. I know you do. Duh. Pride before the fall. But why did you fall is the real question. Why did you fall? It was that you convinced people that pride was bad. You convinced people to convince you that that pride was bad. You were okay with your reflection, your 3D reality, your matrix, telling you that that pride is too boastful and you're too cocky, you're too confident. So you believed it. That's why you fell. What if you stop believing it? Do you rise? Oh no, never done it before. I guess we're gonna find out together. Ooh, I don't know. It's gonna be fun. I'm not sure. What comes after the fall? Bitch, I've never risen before. I've only ever fallen. I don't know. Ouch, my back. I've fallen and I can't get up. Nah, I've fallen. I'm getting up, bitch. But I was one of the greats, man. Before they shot me out of the sky. I was goated, overpowered. They were jealous, and that's fine. But now the question is, can I really rise again? Can I really be about it? Because the first time was luck. But the second time, girl, the second time is going to have to be skill. It's going to have to be skill. First time's luck, second time's skill. Take notes. Watch from the sidelines. If you have to. If you want to get in on it with me and rise up too, do it. Do it. But if not, sit down, shut up, and I'll teach you. I teach you, but I have to charge. My superwoman cape brings the men to the yard, and they're like, my God, she's going far. And I'm like, that's right, give me a car. And I'm like, about to be the star. And they're like, oh no. Oh, that's right. That's right. We're going to get out of here together. Or not. I don't care. But I'm taking somebody with me. God damn it. Somebody is going with me. We're going right up to the top. And I'm not settling until we get there. Somebody is going to be riding shotgun. I don't give a fuck which one of you it is. Get in the car and be about it, magician. Look. Be about it. Sit your ass right there in the passenger seat. I'm the driver, and we are going. It reminds me of Moana. You remember Moana, the movie, when she goes to pull Maui by the ear, and she's like, "You will follow me to restore the heart of Tafiki, because I don't give a tafucky if you say no. You're going with me, bro." That's me. That's me and Marcos. Yeah, he's going whether he likes it or not. But he does like it, because I told him today, I said, I woke up a new woman, honey. And he goes, you're my warrior princess. And I said, yeah. I'm going to take you with me. And he's like, bet. You better get me out of here. You better take me with you. Yeah. Because he was there yesterday fighting with me the entire day. Not fighting, like arguing, fighting my battle with me. And we won. And we won. Victorious. He's like, you better take me with you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hop in. Let's go. Let's go, Marco. To the new goalpost. Because we make the goals. We make the touchdown. We built the field. We created the game itself. So we're going. We're going. Get in the car. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Get in. What is that movie? Mean Girls. She's like, get in, loser. We're going shopping. Get in, loser. We're going home. We're going to a different planet. Get in, loser. Get in, winner. Get in, winner. We're going somewhere far higher. Far higher than this. I am not about this life, though. I cannot stand the 3D physical world feeling like that, like yesterday. It felt like death. I hated it. I kept trying to get my mom out of my energy. I did a salt bath. I did a return to sender. I prayed. I cried. I was on the phone all day with Marcos crying and just trying to get over it. And my God, I hated myself. Girl, I hated that I was even talking about her. I was like, I can't believe she has this much power over me. What the actual fuckeroni is happening? And yeah, I overcame it. I woke up just a totally different person today. Get in, winner. Get in, winner. We're going home. You ready? Sign me up, coach. Marco is a legendary name, isn't it, though? Look at his full name. Look at his full name and tell me that's not the strongest male name you've ever seen in your entire life. You have really pretty eyes. Thank you so much, Vidi. Thank you for being here. Hey, where that from? Where thou from? Not from here. Marcos Sarabia Chavez. That is a fucking strong name. Girl, that is such a boss daddy king name if I've ever heard it in my life. What a boss zaddy. Like, yeah. No, that's the most masculine name I've ever heard ever in my life. Amen. Thank you, Jesus. We overcame something. We overcame a battle yesterday. I'm here to tell you guys, the battle has been won. The war is won. Just keep going. Keep going. Eventually, your enemies are going to run out of fuel, girl. They're going to run out of steam. And they're running out of supporters. Every family member, every friend, they're looking around at your mother like, Why do you talk like that about her? Why do you say that? What the fuck? What are you doing with your life? What have you done lately? That's what's going to happen. I'm telling you. These distorted karmic feminines, they are losing ground. Like nobody listens to them anymore. They're becoming irrelevant. It's like nails on a chalkboard to listen to a woman like that anymore. Oh, they're losing significance. I don't know who that is. Oh, my name is Arthur Morgan. Oh, I thought you said your mother's name is Arthur Morgan. I don't know why I read that wrong. That's a strong name. That's as strong of a name as Leroy Jenkins. Leroy Jenkins! I know you guys know the reference, right? Because if not, I look like a total douche right now. Leroy Jenkins. That was a strong name. What a badass warrior, huh? But he is very legendary, that man. Yes, let's fight them battles together. Yes. Yeah, he was... Because this is what my mom used to do. My mom would tell people, I'll pay you if you take Jenna off my hands for a week. And they were like, what? Yeah. She's like, she's such a hellraiser. She's so rebellious. She's such a little shit. I'm going to pay you to take her for a week, please. And they would be like, okay, why though? But okay, sure. So they would do it because she basically forced them to do it. And then as I was there, they'd be like, I don't understand what you're talking about. She's not even that bad. Like, she's fine. She can come back anytime she wants. I remember I went to my friend's house and my mom warned the mother, my friend's mother. My mom called and warned her before I showed up. I was like, girl, I was like 16 years old. And she had to call this girl's mother. And my mom called my mother and she was like, listen, if Jenna ever gives you trouble, you call me immediately. I will be there lickety split. She even gives you lip. I will be there. And the lady was like, okay, sure, no problem. So I got to go stay over at my best friend's house in high school. And when my mom came to pick me up, she was like, I don't know why you thought Jenna was like bad. She was actually so well behaved that I'm kind of wondering if you could have her over next weekend for church. Can she come back over? We had so much fun. And girl, if my mom was not livid, this is how it always was in my childhood. Like, she would warn people ahead of time about me, the devil. And then I was like, there was these projections. They would make projections onto me. They would call me the devil from the get-go. But like, it wasn't ever like that. I never did anything wrong. I was actually a really pretty okay kid. Had good grades, always went to school, was never delinquent really. I never skipped. I wasn't with boys. I was actually a really good kid. And it was just like her projections of me made other people curse me. So now that I'm getting her out the fucking way, she's out my life forever. There's nobody that can curse me. Why would you curse me? I didn't do shit to you. I don't know you. Why curse somebody you don't know? I've never done a damn thing to you in your life. Why would you curse me? You're only going to end up cursing yourself. And so, yeah, I was always told I was the devil's spawn. She had everybody believing I was the devil. And then so naturally, when I had my out-of-body experience 14 years ago, I met a being of light. I actually was out of my body and I danced with a being of white light. And I remember feeling like, oh God, here it goes. Here it is. Everybody's going to think that was the devil. Because my mom convinced me I'm the devil. She thought I was Lucifer, and it's given Lucifer up there. A white light. I'm just saying. Anyway, so I'm like, oh God, here it comes. World War III. And sure enough, for 14 years, I believed that everyone hated me for what I was talking about, for what I was preaching, for what I was promoting. I was promoting that I saw God and that you can too. I was out here talking about how church is irrelevant. You don't need a pastor and you don't need to put your money in his collection plate. And it was like all those curses from childhood, how I was the devil. It was like playing itself out. But once I get my mom out of my energy, I'm no longer the devil. Like, who can judge me? God. So I'm going to let God judge me because I trust his judgment. I'm going to let Marcos judge me because that man is God. I'm going to let him judge me righteously. There have been so many times that Marcos has stepped up to me in a way that no one else has. And he even knows it too. He says it too. He's like, oh, I know nobody will put you in your place, but I will. Whoo! Honey, the way he does that though, he puts me in my place, girl. And you know that shit's sexy. So as soon as he like course corrects me, I immediately change my tune. I get it right. I stop doing whatever bullshit I'm doing. And I'm like, yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Let's go. You're right. And I had to be trained through warfare to be around a man that powerful. Most women run from truth like that. If a man calls you out on something and says, nah, you know what? You go ahead and you just do you today, boo. Don't call me again. Click, hang up. If it's righteous and it's right, that shit will get you right with Jesus. You will go meditate for 5 minutes, honey, and you will get it right. And you will figure out your life choices. If there is a man like Marcos putting you in your place, you will get it right. Okay. So anyway, yeah, when he tells me, he's like, listen, I think you think you're big shit, Jenna. Have a seat. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. And he does. Girl, he puts me in my place. And he knows nobody ever did this before him. Like, he knows that too. He's like, yeah, I can't help that you're around a whole bunch of betas. What a sexy beast of a comment. So yeah, he has been putting me in my place lately. And I really like that because, you know, we've all seen Game of Thrones. And you know what it's given? It's given Khaleesi. Mother of dragons, bitch. And what you don't want is you don't want to go mad. You don't want to be the mad queen. You want to be humbled. And you want to lead with love, not with power and control and might. And I mean, yes, you have those things, but you lead with love. You become a powerful leader with love. And he is the reason why I did so poorly in my life until now. I wanted to find him at rock bottom. What better way to know that unconditional love is real than to find each other in the darkest of places? Oh, violating section 2261A. It's a section that covers online harassment. You mean with the FBI or something? I have to go to a higher court. I've noticed that not a lot of agencies give a shit about me down here. But up there, yes. And so down here, yes, soon. God is sending a whole bunch of angels to care about me. Earth angels, protectors. 11:11 on the clock, girl. My twin flame is a protector. He's... Okay. So anyway, he's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I look at him and I'm like, wow, I did do something right. I'm not what they say. The more he loves me unconditionally, the more I love him, the more I see I'm not what they say. Lucifer isn't the devil. I already loved Lucifer a long time. Girl, I loved the light before the light got brought, okay? I've been loving me some Lucifer. It's easy to love Jesus. He's a saint. Everybody loves that dude. But what about the other one, huh? The one that everybody talks about and whispers and Luciferian. Is she Luciferian? Was that Lucifer? She probably did see it. Was that Lucifer? Yeah, I love the guy. He brings me light. What's not to love? Do you like light? Do you like electricity? Do you like knowing what time it is? Do you like knowing shit? Yeah. I love the one that brought the knowledge. I've had a love affair with that guy for a minute. We've been pretty tight, he and I. So yeah, for 14 years I was called a Luciferian. Ever since that event. Oh, she's out here worshiping Satan. The difference is I now know him not to be Satan nor the devil, but light and love. And so that's the difference between me and other people, is I experienced it and they didn't. You see? Once you can stop giving a shit what people think about you, it doesn't matter, these accusations. It doesn't matter. Who is left to judge, baby? But you and yourself and the good Lord, which is also yourself. So who is there to judge but you? I know what I saw. I know what I felt. I know what I witnessed. And I know the fucking truth. So I'm okay. You can call me a Luciferian if you want. Sure. I don't know. I don't study Luciferianism, so I'm not sure like if I practice the same things as Luciferians. I don't know. But I do love Lucifer. 100% I love Lucifer. That's never been a secret. Well, maybe back when I hated myself it was. It was a secret. When I went through that experience and people shamed me and said I was following the false light. They said I was following the devil, for real. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I better be quiet about this then, because they're saying it's Lucifer, the light. And I was like, okay. So no, there was a time that I was very secretive about what I saw. And that was because, well, honestly, I thought I could die. I thought they could kill me. I thought that they could steal shit from me. I thought that people could ruin my life. But this is my story. This is my testimony. You don't have to believe in Lucifer, and you do not have to think that Lucifer is good. You can think he's the devil. That's fine. I don't. But we can still be friends. Just don't hurt me. Like, you don't have to bless me. You don't have to give me anything. You don't have to pray for me. You don't have to send me money, send me a donation, give me a kind comment. You don't have to do that. But what you're not going to do is curse me. You know? Did you see how many people dropped like flies out of my channel when I started talking about it? You see? You see, Lucy? I see Lucy. Do you see Lucy Goosey? But yeah, no, all jokes aside, I really did, after a while, start saying like, maybe you're right. Like, maybe what I saw was Lucifer. Okay. Cool. Then I love him then. Whatever name it is, I love that thing. I remember this one guy, I was in this group. It was a church group online, and there was this whole thing. Well, because it was like a walkie-talkie app. See, it's kind of like Discord. We have got to get something like this, Marcos. I'm serious. I want you to remember and remind me to do this. It was like Discord, but it's way easier. It's like a walkie-talkie app. You can literally, for a whole minute, you can have the entire floor. You can have the microphone for a whole minute. If you can get the button, because sometimes it's hard in this app to get the button because everybody has something to say. But you get 1 minute, and in 1 minute, you have to make your point because somebody else will boot you off of it after a minute. So in 1 minute, I told them about this experience that I had. And this, oh my God, my stomach. This guy said, whoa, so you're Luciferian. You worship Lucifer. And I was like, I mean, I don't think so. And he's like, whoa, that's satanic. And I was like, no, I don't. Is it? Because I don't think so. It was love. It was very much love. And this man took that sound bite, and he went and put it on his blog. And he told he had quite a following, and he put on his religious blog how I was the false light. I am Lucifer. And I was out here sending people to hell, bro. It was crazy. And this was years ago. This was like 10 years ago or some shit. And I lived in fear that whole time of being persecuted for this. But it's like, I remember a couple days later after this, my friend said, oh my God, I read his blog. You should go look at it, Jenna. And I remember calling him out, and I was like, listen, man, I don't give a fuck if that was Santa Claus, Satan, Lucifer, God, an angel. All I know is it was pure unconditional love. And you either believe that or you don't, but that's on you. So watch yourself, because you have no idea if I'm working for the false light or the real light. So I suggest you really, really fucking watch yourself. And he did not like that. That is when all these like really powerful high priest men came after me. And that started my journey of knowing how to handle strong men. I know how to handle myself. I put them in their place. And a lot of these high priests that come to me, especially as clients, I put you in your place, baby. You like that. You like that I make sure you get your soul right with Jesus. You like that I do not let you go off the deep end. You're welcome. That's why you pay me the big bucks. So I have been trained with all of these people coming at me. I guess a Luciferian shit. I don't know. I don't know any of those rules, though. I don't know the Luciferian laws. I don't know. But I just remember being targeted and attacked by men who did not like what I was preaching. And for the longest time, I was afraid of being called a Luciferian. Being told I was married to the devil, married to Lucifer. And like, why? Why am I afraid of it? You can call me a Jezebel. You can call me a witch. You can call me Lucifer himself. You can call me any name in the book, but baby, you will be calling me blessed. Let me repeat it for those in the back. Yeah? Call me any name in the book, but you will be calling me blessed. When you put my name in your mouth, just know it's an expensive luxury that I don't know you can afford. Be very careful. Going forward, to any of my enemies, be very careful. Because when you finally take the fear out of the girl of being called a Luciferian, she can finally just be herself. The Luciferian. The Lucifer lover. Yeah. You can call me that. My name is Jenna, but if you want to call me Lucy Lover, you can. Because I love the light before the light got brought. I got to get that on a shirt, actually. I loved the light before the light got brought. That's why the light got brought, baby. Because I already loved God before God got brought. So yeah, no, that's been my thing. That's been my testimony. My journey for 14 years has been me basically getting pummeled by men who don't know shit, who want to pretend they know shit, and then use their coven, aka their church, to target me and harass me. But now finally, for the first time, I'm like, I know more than you. I know how to send that back. I know that I am a being of love. I know what I am. So it's a projection that you give me out of fear. That's a you thing, honey. That's a you thing. And I hope every wannabe warlock out here with their huge congregations, their huge covens or whatever, I hope y'all get sat down. I'm here to challenge you. Just like Lucifer was. What did Lucifer bring down nations, right? He brought down nations or humbled their ass or something. I'm here to do that. I'm here to humble you. You're out here promising God's people something when you don't know shit. Because you haven't been through the wilderness. You haven't been through the Kundalini awakening. Nah, sit down with your big ass ego. You spiritual leaders, you fallen spiritual leaders. These people should not be listening to you anymore. Thank you. I'm going to take the mic back and I'm going to speak now. Okay? You guys are out here leading God's people astray, and I'm going to tell you how you're doing that. You're leading God's people astray because you sit at a pulpit with a microphone that you gave yourself. Yeah? It's given narcissists. And then when you were at the top of your game, you had all these people giving to you, but you weren't giving back to them. You didn't give to them spiritually. You did not feed these people spiritually, nor did you give back to them energetically. You didn't give back to your congregation. They were required to give to you, not the other way around. But see, the difference is the Most High God says that we are to be servants. We are servants. We serve God's people. They don't serve us. We serve them. And so the real problem is that a lot of these wannabe warlocks out here with these congregations and these big pulpits, they can't fucking stand that a girl like me who looks like me and has been down on her luck this long has nothing but love in her heart still and can lead a movement, can lead every one of their following right out of their church. Do you know how many men who have been indoctrinated into these cults follow me out of these cults? They follow me. Do you know how many men? I swear to God, I have had some very powerful men approach me after I go into these groups. They approach me and they say, wow, I can't believe you challenged him like that. Why did you do that? Why not? It's fun. I live for this shit. Some of these men are just like, dude, I know he does this. He leads, the way he treats women, it's insane. The way he treated you, it's insane. I don't even want to be in it anymore. Right. I can't help it. Spiritual wannabe warlocks. You spiritual leaders in name only. The Pharisees and the Sadducees of Jesus' time. When Jesus was alive, they were Pharisees and Sadducees, these men that wanted to control people using religion. You're not going to be leading God's people much longer. They're all waking up. What do you think happens when people wake up to the fact that you're not spiritually giving them anything? You're not teaching these people how to manifest money out of thin air. You're not teaching these people how to heal their ailments with their thought and mind only. You're not teaching these people how to heal their family unit. Who the fuck are you? And why are you considering yourself the vicar of Christ, honey? Who died and made you God? Pope, I'm looking right at you. Who died and made you God? Oh, I'll wait. It's going to be a long ass time. I'm going to be waiting a long time to hear who made you God. So you will not have those they are getting boop, boop, teleported. Your congregation is getting teleported to a brand new church. And that church, well, it's the church of Christ, truly. It's the remnant. It's the real ones. The real light workers who are here. The real earth angels. The real ones who represent God. They're there. They're out here. I can't help it that I take your full-grown men out of your coven and bring them over to freedom. I can't help that. Just like I couldn't help that I was the life of the party with Ursula. I also can't help that I am schooling these full-grown men with congregations. I can't help it. I don't even try. I haven't even tried yet. That's the fear. There's fear. They have fear in their hearts because I've not tried yet. I haven't even woken up yet. I was waiting for Marcos here. Now that I know Marcos, I know him. And now that I know him, I'm not scared anymore. So let's just keep doing what we were doing. We were living life. We were having fun. We were enjoying our life knowing that we're invincible. We're unfuckwittable. We're gods. We knew that before, so let's go back to it. Get in, winner. We're going shopping. Get in. Sit your ass down. We're going. Whether you like it or not. Actually, no, I'm Marco's already told me today. He's like, yeah. Take me home, baby. You take me up. You get me back there. I will, shoddy. I'm taking us all up there. Best believe it. Listen, I've got this theory and it's very controversial. Are you ready? My controversial theory is this. Lucifer. The most beautiful angel, right? Well, he fell, but like, he's still an angel, no? So, I mean, he's still pretty fucking beautiful. So, I mean, it's given Luciferian. But I don't know. I really do have to Google Luciferianism because I don't know any of I don't practice a religion. I don't have a book that I use. I don't even read books. I don't. I watch TV sometimes, but I don't read books. So I don't have a holy book or a spell book or any of that. I don't really need that. If I wanted to, I would go to Barnes & Noble and get one. But I don't need it. See, I feel like I've led more people to Christ without a Bible than I've ever done while I was a Christian. So I don't need a book to find God. I needed myself to find God. And that's exactly how I found God. And so I'm going to be teaching these people just that. I know how to find God. I can teach you how to find God. You don't need someone else. You need you. That's it. That's it. That's it. You need yourself, honey. Not a pope, not a bishop, not a pastor, not a politician, not your mama. Huh? You don't need your mommy. You need you. You need you to get to God. You need you to realize that you are God, bitch. You're it. You're all that exists. There's nothing outside of you making these rules. You are it. And I meant bitch in a very endearing term. Okay? I meant it with love. Besh. Get in, bitch. We're going shopping. Get in, bitch. We have infinite abundance. What do you want, girl? Lucifer. You too? Mm-mm. But I used to be so afraid of it. I used to be afraid of what they would say about me. Like, oh, there's Jenna. She's the practitioner of the dark arts. She can bring men back from the dead. Facts. It's fucking happening in live time, girl. Also, I brought a moth back from the dead once, too. This moth was belly up, and it was on a live stream. I brought it. Hey. I can't help it that I know who I am. And anyway, I said, I don't accept that. This moth was dead, belly up, literally. Dead as doornail. And I was like, girl, no, I am not going to let this guy die. I see him flapping his wings again. I see him getting his strength back. I see this little fucker going outside and having babies. Okay? I'm gonna pick him up when he's alive and I'm gonna send him outside and make him free again. And sure as shit, 10 minutes later, the moth starts flapping its wings. I can't help it. I can't help that I'm good. What? Like it's hard? Jesus told me to do shit like that. That's what I was doing. I can't help that I was taking my job seriously. Hi, for 10 minutes on a live stream, I was like, I'm not letting him die. He's living. He's alive. I see him flapping his wings. I see me picking him up. I see me putting him outside. I don't die, so he doesn't die. That's what I said. I live forever, so that little guy lives forever. And sure as shit, right when I said it, boom, I saw the wings flapping in the windowsill. And I was like, guys. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at this. And I turned my camera around. I turned my camera around and I showed everybody the moth, and we all called it Jesus moth. It was so cool. It was so cool. And you think that's the craziest story? You think that's the craziest story? It gets better. I then later met Marcos, the sexiest man alive. And we started falling for each other. And when I told him about what I did, he was like, I did that too. I was like, wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? You did what? You did what too? He's like, yeah. I brought a moth back from the dead as well. Say what now? I'm sorry. What did you say? Because it sounded like in English you said you rose Lazarus up from the dead or some shit. And he told me the story of how there was a moth that was stepped on in his hand. It's a long story. One day you'll have to hear it from him. But it happened. He said it died and he brought it back to life too. And I was like, no! And it had to be a moth too. It wasn't a turtle. It wasn't a fruit fly. It was a fucking moth. Marcos, what color was the moth? Because the moth was white. The one that I... The one that I brought back was white. I don't know. I'm still trying to rise, I suppose. I will, and rise I will. Amen. Amen. Amen, girl. You're going to raise up. And I'll rise up. Rise like the sun, and I'll rise up. I don't remember the lyrics to that song, but that's a goodie. That's the one that's good. You thought my name Detective was just a name? Oh, I guess I just thought it was like, I don't know what I thought. Wait, Defective Detective. I made you moderator a few days ago, and I don't know why I did. I wonder if you're like really important in my life, I think. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it was just, I thought it was a name. I just thought it was like a play on words or something. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What do you mean, detective? What do you mean? What do you mean? How powerful are you? Like, what is this? Guys, I firmly believe that we are about to bring protectors into this world. Like, we're summoning protectors. Oh. Detective? I mean, the guy that I was with here at the Airbnb, like, he was high ranking Air Force. He protected me, and that was kind of already insane, right? And then guess what I learned recently? My Airbnb host works for the FBI. What the fuck are we doing? We're not small chump change. I don't know. We were asleep to our power or some shit. Look at us bringing in, I don't know anymore, man. But it's getting intense. It's getting intense. I don't know what I thought. I thought maybe when I go to these parties and events, like, I just manifest guys with yachts and private planes, and even that guy that was in the military, like, he was pretty fucking epic. That dude that was in a wheelchair. I was like, yeah, no, you're a pretty big deal. But I didn't think anything of it. I just thought, I have a gift, I guess, of being at the right place at the right time, rubbing elbows with very, very powerful people. And I guess homelessness does that to you. It makes you feel so insignificant, so broken. You start to feel so used up and washed up by, like, men and surroundings that you wish you never had to be in. And it just, you fail to see how powerful you are, is what it is. Being on the streets, that's what it does. It makes you think that you're for the streets. But The more I meet Marcos, the more I'm falling in love, the more I'm remembering who I am. The more I'm remembering who we are as a twin flame couple. And I'm like, you're reminding me. I used to be one of the greats. I did. I was a legend in my own right. They clipped my wings, though. I really did. I had my wings clipped, so out of fear, I chose fear. And I'm not choosing fear anymore. Anyway, honey, gotta go. See ya. Have a great day. I love that, detective. I love that. I didn't know that was. Hi. I didn't know that was why your name was that. I thought, because I was like, a nickname. That's really cute. But I see now what you're saying. You're saying like, oh, did you think it was just that? I'm Starboy. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I love that name for you too. See? A knight serving God, and I wish and pray all women go to heaven. Amen. Oh, Starboy, I love that. I love that. Thank you so much for being here. Your eyes are beautiful. He's chained to the earth. He's the reason for our struggles. Who? Lucifer? Because you are of God. Period. I think that we really need to start asking ourselves if what we think about Lucifer is true. I'm serious. Guys, where did you get that knowledge? Where did you get that belief from? That's all I'm asking. Look, I'm not trying to be devil's advocate, pun intended, but serious. Where did you learn that Lucifer is the devil? I'll wait. Where'd you learn it? Same place that told you money is evil? Same place that said sex shouldn't be had before marriage? Same place that said you should eat a cracker and drink grape juice from a thimble to represent cannibalism? Where did you hear that Lucifer is the devil? Oh, right. I'm just saying, ask yourself some questions. That's all. You know he's mentioned in the Bible one time, right? Gray, white. What's that? I don't know, but I'm going to find out later and I'm going to love it. I'm sure I will love it. But right now I have to ask you guys a serious, legit question. Did you know that Lucifer is mentioned in the Bible one time? Look, I guess I'd already done the time. I'd already been punished. I've already been punished for believing in Lucifer and talking about him and thinking that possibly the light that I saw was the light bringer. I mean, I'd already been punished for it. I might as well be about it. Be like, yeah, okay, you're right. Maybe I do worship Lucifer. Maybe. But here's the real kicker. Here's the real question. Who said Lucifer was the devil? Where'd you believe it? What, an online article? A book? A holy book that you bought at the Walmart that has been mass edited and published for profit? I am just saying, let us ask some questions. Girl, this is why my ass was kicked out of church. I was raised in a cult. I was raised in Pentecostal Christianity. My grandparents ran the church and kicked me out because I was asking some questions. You guys wanted me to wake up. Then let me ask some goddamn questions. Why am I not allowed to say the word Lucifer without being called a devil? Who taught you that Lucifer is the devil? Right, exactly. Can we think about it, please? Let's fucking think, yeah? Let's actually do it. Common sense. saying he's chained everybody to this and this and what? That's not the one I know. The moth. The moth. Oh, gray white. Oh my God. I did ask you what. I'm so stupid. Estúpidos. Muy estúpidos. Nah. Muy inteligente. So I did ask. I asked what color was the moth. Gray white. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So mine was white, I think. But yeah. So he had the same instance. He brought a moth back from the dead, girl, in front of people with witnesses. It's given twin flames. Okay. So my question to you today is, if you guys believe that Lucifer is the devil, I just asked you why. I'm just asking you to explore that. That's all. The same reason that you believe anything. Can we just ask ourselves where the origin of it started? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm playing devil's advocate today. What about dreams? What about dreams, Sapphire? Why did you say I'm out, Marcos? What do you mean? You said I'm out? Yep, my auntie asked to take me full-time for my mom after I stayed at her house. She then became the black sheep of the toxic vessels around me. Poor thing. Poor thing. Bless your auntie. Anyway, ladies, I must go because I can see my car is on a truck that starts with tow. Oh, no. That's okay. Let the 3D do its thing, baby. You're going to manifest that car getting out of impound. You're probably out there talking right now to that tow truck driver. You're like, listen, man, you got the wrong car. Basically, the tow truck driver is going to tell you anytime now. Probably as I say this, he's going to tell you this. He's going to say, listen, between you and me, I got the wrong car. I'm sorry. This is not the black Nissan that I was supposed to pick up. So sorry. It's that one. Oh, God. I feel like such a dick. I'm so sorry. Have a good day, sir. Here's a 50. Don't tell anybody. And go buy lunch on me. Yeah? That's what's happening right now for a defective detective. Praying for you, Arthur. We don't even need to pray. We need to claim it. We don't need to pray. Praying is claiming. All you do is claim that that reality is the only truth. You pray by seeing him come back in here and say, guys, what the fuck? You won't believe what just happened. That is prayer. That is how you win a prayer. That is how you win with prayer. You claim a reality, and then that is all you claim. I refuse to see anything different. Anyway, thank you for being here, guys. It was actually a really, really fun conversation. I love you guys so much with all my heart. This is the coolest little group of rejects I've ever seen in my life. I love it. Bunch of baddies. So you guys have homework today, and it's that you have to go raise a moth from the dead. You're welcome. Go do it. Go be that little initiate that you know you are. Go introduce yourself to some magic, huh? Go bring a moth back from the dead. It feels good. It's good to the soul. And it feels good. That moth loved it too. I picked him up. Actually, I think he kind of just walked on my finger. But anyway, I got him outside. He flew away. And I was like, yeah, that's right. That's right. I didn't doubt it once. I didn't doubt it one time. See, that's the difference between me and a lot of people. When this moth died, on camera. I said, no, I refuse. I refuse to acknowledge it. So I didn't. I was like, okay, that I don't agree. And so for 10 minutes straight, I was like, nope, not today, Satan. I fucking get what I want. And then, yeah, so all my friends saw it live time. It was pretty awesome. Raise a dragonfly. Love them. What's not to love? You should do that too. I don't care which insect you choose. Just do it. Go on then. What are you waiting for? I will. Oh, possibly, Nate. That's true. It could have been a head fake. Could have been a psyop. But he was belly up though. He was literally belly up. He had there was nothing. I didn't see a heartbeat. I didn't see anything, dude. Go on with that. Oh, look. Hey, it's a doubting Thomas. Hi, sir. Would you like some tea? It's all right, buddy. It's all right. I've been expecting you. What is it from Agent Smith's? I've been expecting you, sir. I love me a doubting Thomas. It means I'm doing something right. Yo, if anybody doubts anything you do, it is so fucking gold. It's proof. It's proof that you're out here doing the right thing. Yeah. It's the same when it comes to being called a devil. I'm like, I don't think you really love Jesus until you're out here being called Satan. I don't think you're a real Christ follower until you're getting called the devil. So, good for you. Good on you, mate. Oh, good on you, mate. Nate, thanks for being here. Because I love that you were listening to the whole story. You're so amazing, Nate. I love that you showed up. You can believe what you want. Period. Period. That's it. I can believe it. Can you? Yes. Hey, Nate, you want to watch something really cool? Go back onto the live stream. It was a couple weeks ago and it's labeled He Came Back. That was the title of the video. Go back and watch it. You'd love it. You'd love it. Go all the way to the end, about 30 minutes. The last 30 minutes, okay? You're welcome. You're welcome, Nate. Rage bait. Come on. That shit's epic. You're Nate. You're supposed to be a believer. Come on. Just go watch it. If you don't like it, you don't have to. If you don't believe, you don't believe. It's cool. But like, go watch it, bro. That shit is in live time. Hi, Jenna. Hi, Cheyenne. How you doing? Believe in the tooth fairy for all I care. Oh, okay. Hey, Mr. Salty Pants. Hey, Mr. Salty Pantalones. Do you want some pepper with that salt? Because this is what I hear. I hear, ooh. Actually, I don't really hear anything. I just hear that I win and you need to believe it or you don't. I think very soon a whole bunch of people are going to have to start believing shit that they don't want to believe in. I kind of think that's the truth. I think like this world is in for a rude awakening, dude. Yeah. A lot of people rage bait. It's so annoying. Right. That's right. I don't take it. I don't take the bait anymore, Cheyenne. I've got better shit to do with my day. Okay. Like listen to your beautiful singing voice. So, are you a singer? Do you sing? I'd love to hear you sing. Yeah, I'm so here for this, girl. It's like challenge fucking accepted. I'm the GOAT. I'm the greatest of all time. Let's be about it. Bring it, Nate. Go get all your little friends. Go get anybody. Guys, get everybody around. Because what I love is like every time somebody tells me that so I had this really, really, really arch nemesis. I thought I could never defeat, okay? I'm not even going to say her name. It's like saying Voldemort. I'm not going to say her name. Anyway, she texted her husband a link to my channel one time. And anyway, let's just say he was a very dark magician and he was about to hurt me on her authority. Like, oh, look at this bitch, right? Go look at him. Go look at him. Anyway, he emailed me. fell in love with me. I can't help that. I cannot help that. He was supposed to target me and hurt me, and he didn't, because he loved me. Because why not? I didn't do anything wrong. Do anything to him. So anyway, it's like God uses me sometimes in weird ways. Like I'll be in somebody's life when they were told I'm horrible, and they end up liking me, or I end up having a message for them or something. So Nate, it's okay. I love you. I love you, Nate. I do. I really do. I'm not kidding. It's okay. It's very hard to believe. I know. But that shit happened, honey. Look, if you can't even believe the shit that's proven on video, then you're not going to believe any of the other stories I tell you. You can't even believe what's on video. And Marcos just agreed in plain English that he did the same thing. Dude, if you can't believe that shit in the flesh, I don't know what to tell you. You won't believe any of these other stories I have. This shit is in the physical. See, that's what it is. That's why the second coming. That's why the last book of Revelation, the book of the Bible, the big one, huh? The big day. Judgment Day. It's given angels in the flesh. So you can't avoid it. You can't ignore it. You'll never be able to unsee it. It is proof. There is proof. It's been... Do you know what I mean? Go on with your doubting self, sweetheart. Go doubt. No, you don't get banned for saying it. You're not even going to get to say it. You get banned for wanting to have said it. You get banned for knowing that it is bad and you do it anyway. You get banned before I even let you say the N-word. You get banned because you know it's bad, you know it's wrong, and you ask like a troll would. So I'm going to stop you there. I'm going to ban you before you get the fucking chance to be a racist prick. You see? I'm going to ban you before you deserve to be banned, because what I'm going to teach you is you already deserve to be banned by just thinking the thought. You thought the thought. Should I use the N-word? I don't know. Are you dense? Are you stupid? Don't answer that. We all know the answer to that question. So the answer is yes, you will get banned. But I'm not even going to allow you to do it because the thought already crossed your mind that it is a bad thing to do, and yet you want to do it anyway. You see? Heaven isn't changing its standards, nor is my channel. My live stream is not changing its standard. This chat section is not changing its standard. If you have the belief that something is bad and you want to do it anyway, yeah. I'll sit that ass down. And once I do, a whole bunch of other things will soon for you. Your heart is evil and cold. You are a racist. You are a racist. That's it. So take care. Have a good one. Or don't, because I don't fucking care. Racists deserve to maybe not have a good day. To be completely frank with you, I would honestly hope that karma hits that ass. Let's not use derogatory terms to harm another person. Except I could say racist prick because I want to. That's it. End of story. Bye. So yes, you do get banned for that. You get banned before you even got to say it. Isn't it lovely? Thank you, Cheyenne. Oh, September 23rd. What's that? It's your birthstone. You froze the moth. Maybe. Possibly. It could have been natural in that it would have happened anyway. You guys, that's actually what inspired action is when you're manifesting. When you're manifesting and you feel you take inspired action to do something, you'll look back at it and be like, it could have just happened naturally anyway. That moth could have been paralyzed in the heart or stunned, scared. Okay. Doesn't change the fact that I manifested a man who also did the same thing. There's that one, Nate. Have a good one. Toodles Foodles, my love. Toodles Foodles. Exit stage left. Did Nate go and set up a different account and come back as whatever this is? Oh. Believe in the tooth fairy for all I care. Jenna. Hi, Cheyenne. It's really great. It's really great seeing you again, honey. I have seen you in here a couple times. It's really great. September 5th. Cool, cool. Have fun with your buggies. Thank you, Nate. You as well. You as well. Go have fun with your trolling career. I love that for you. Hope you win at life, sir. You're going to need to get a lot better, though, because I just schooled you, son. I birthed you. Okay. So you're going to need a lot more help, but I see that you're trying for it. So congratulations, my love. Have fun. You're too awesome, dude. Nate the troll. Nate full of hate. Hey, she said it. So whatever, boy. Just go. Thank you for being here. I'm glad you got to hear the story. It was a very cool story. And I hope it changes your life. You're so welcome. You're welcome, sir. I just changed your entire future. Oh, she did it. She did it. Oh, God. Phoenix, she's not playing games. She is going to wreck some fools today. Oh, God. Remind me not to get on Sapphire's bad side. Anyway, I'm going to go, guys, because I think Marcos left, and I really, really want to go talk to him. I can't believe how long I've been streaming, so I got to go. But I will talk to you guys later. I love you, love. I love you too, girl. Can you let me know about your singing thing? You should email me. That'd be really cool. But okay, guys, I'm going to go. I'll talk to you later. Bye.